Thanks for tuning in today. We entertain the village and talk about shit we stole. Hey, it's rage and pillage. Interviewing all the players, every place we filled it. Reminiscing on the days that we made a killing. Burley, no chill, man. Got the Viking mindset. Bring the minds to your buildings, leaving fire behind us. A reminder, we drink till the drain diminish. Give a fuck what you think. Came to rage and pillage.
Oh, hell yeah, bitches. We're fucking back. Rage and Pillage Podcast. I'm Burley. Ratatata. Boom. Lovely Thursday night. Getting a little few in me. And as always, I'm joined by this sexy motherfucker.
The vibe curator.
Uh-huh.
The frequency elevator.
Yep.
Black Brother Thunder.
Uh-huh.
The chocolate boy wonder.
JD's here. What's up, brother?
Ooh, we got a few in me too, sir. Let's go.
And we're joined by a hilarious comedian. You know, seen his reels all over Instagram. Y'all need to check him out. New York City comedian by way of North Carolina, right?
Yes, sir.
Did my fucking research. Fuck y'all. So, Wolfgang Hunter's here. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? This is a sick intro. It made me want to drink again.
Dude, you got to start drinking again, bro. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm getting close.
I'm guessing did you hit the sauce hard during fucking COVID? That's what everybody did.
No, it's just like, I mean, when you do stand up, you're like talking to drunk people. So it's like preferable to also be drunk. So if you're just doing stand up every night, you're just getting drunk every night. And if you live in a city where you don't need a car and
good fucking point.
Right. As long as you're not like hopping the turnstile, cops will probably leave you alone. They don't care if you fall into the tracks. They're fine.
Man, I've always heard that was like the thing to do was hop that shit.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. For some reason, that's the thing they care the most about. They won't stop any other crime at all, ever. And like a guy would be smoking crack next to the turnstile and be like, yeah, it checks out.
It's normal, right? Okay, so two guys right here from the South. I'm in Houston. JD's in Alabama, right? What's an NYC subway like the first time? Because you immigrated there, right? From North Carolina. So is that the wrong fucking term? We're gonna use it.
It does feel like a different country. I mean, it's more part of the Dominican Republic where I live than it is America.
No shit.
Strong Latin vibes.
First time on a subway though, is it as crazy as what you see on Instagram every day, all this wild shit, you know?
It isn't. It really just depends on what car. It's like always like, you know, it really is like, just don't pick what's behind door number 3. And most of the time you will. It really just depends. I mean, the first time like I took the subway in New York, it was like cool black guys doing like hip hop, like breakdance stuff all over the.
That would be entertaining.
Yeah, this is the dream of it, right? Cool. This is the theme park of it.
Every day it does get old. You become spoiled, and you're like, you kind of get pissed off, and then you're like, all right, everybody, it's showtime. It's showtime. It's
just trying to go to work, motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I know how I am. I'd be the retard in the car, just going. Let's go. I just want black people to like me. So I'm just like, can I join the group or what?
Well, that's like what ends up being the most embarrassing thing, where it's like the guy that's like a very like, not like you, but like a buttoned up like business guy that like doesn't believe in God or anything. And then like a guy does like hip hop breakdancing, is asking for money. He's like, God bless you, bro. You know, Jesus.
Oh, and then they get weird about it.
Yeah. I'm a violent atheist, but I'm so afraid of black people not liking me. I will proclaim Jesus' name.
Just one black guy changes him. Yeah.
You'll watch like a Jewish guy from like New Jersey be like, yes. Yes, do the breakdance. Do the showtime. Yes, sir. Yeah. Speak on that.
Hell yeah. He's real Baptist on it.
It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Yeah, dude, I've got to imagine that's you grew up in the South?
I grew up in the South. My dad's from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He's from out in the sticks, but I grew up in Charlotte. So like that city's owned by Bank of America.
You got a little bit of a mix there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Houston, so I've got a nice mix too. We got cowboys and fucking, you know, church burners. So we got a little bit of everything.
pretty standard over here where I'm at.
yeah. You're in the sticks for sure. I've been to JD's house. You got to drive through some stars and bars to get to his house.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, you do it. We used to drive to DC from Raleigh, and there's like a giant Confederate like flag on the highway. On the way up there.
Have you seen that guy on TikTok? The old man, and then the black guy interviews him.
Oh, the racist cat.
Yeah, the racist. It's like a racist town.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. But they kind of vibe. They kind of,
yeah.
He's like,
I was like, you might be all right. You know.
Yeah. Would you help me if I was like on fire? And he's like,
nah, sir. I saw. He's like, I had call from Ireland. They said, "Oh, are you the most racist town in America?" He's like, "No, but we're gonna get it back."
Yeah.
That's it.
We're coming back this season.
Somehow, you kind of want to like that fucking guy. Just somehow.
I mean, like, I don't know. I think it's just that, like, when people are so unapologetically themselves, there's no, like, you people have more contention when you're, like, not sure of yourself.
Yeah.
So, like a middle of the road, like, center left person that's like, you know, I voted for Hillary. It's like, why don't you vote for Obama? They'll be like, I just up there. I don't know. And that sounds like more racist than a guy that has a firm answer. He's like, I don't want to fucking vote for a black guy. And you're just like, all right.
Well, you know what? Yeah. You did say what you wanted to say. Hell yeah. You know.
At least you were
I don't know. I mean, W. Kamau Bell wrote a book where he talks about it, where there's like rednecks kind of always get a pass because it's like they deal with a lot of the same problems. I feel like they have the same issues with the police and shit like that. So I mean, it's just like a lot of overlap, and it's also just like when you're like poor and you have like also a cool regional accent. Yeah, it's like Kenny Powers. Like Kenny Powers could say whatever he wanted in Eastbound and Down.
Is he
talk about it in the show?
Is he not the greatest character ever made for TV?
He might be. I think Stevie has him beat. They're both from that show.
Well, that show just period as like character development and just making you love retards. Oh my God, dude. You know?
I went back and rewatched that show. Stevie says the N-word just so many times. Yeah. He's like the fake tune. He's like, that's my motherfucking.
Yeah, dude. He don't give a fuck, bro.
It's his motherfucking what? You broke up.
No, I have software in my computer. I have court-ordered software that keeps me from saying it. So
bro,
anytime the sound waves sort of resemble the N-word, like if I say gin, like I could say your beer's good.
Gin?
Yeah, he's it. And it's like, no, I'm not saying that word. I'm saying
yeah. The software is just saying, dude.
Fun fact: this software exists, by the way. Do y'all know about this?
I'm sure,
dude. When I was in high school, which was fucking 04, okay, fucking, there was a thing because I grew up very religious. I went to a Christian school, all that shit, right? Fucking, they had this thing called the Angel Network, right? So it connected to your DVD player, your VCR, whatever the fuck it was at the time. And it somehow figured out if you're watching a movie, it would like skip over sex scenes. It would like cut the movie over fucks and shit like that. And like, it was the choppiest goddamn movie you've ever seen in your life. We as a joke, we tried to watch Showgirls. It was useless, dude. It was like a 10-minute movie at that point. It was wild, bro.
You put on Pulp Fiction, it just cuts to the credits.
Wait, what do you mean Samuel L. Jackson's in that movie? There's not one black person in that movie.
Yeah, it's just John Travolta and Bruce Willis.
I think Uma Thurman was sleeping at one point. I don't know what the fuck was happening. You know?
I had like the first time I ever put a comedy set on YouTube, it would do this. It used to have this feature where it would do the subtitles. I think it still does it, but I'd take the video down because there was just this part of it where the subtitles, I was like saying the most innocuous thing. Like, I think I was saying like, I rode the bus, but for whatever reason, the subtitles just says like N-word, hard R. And I'm just like, oh no, dude, I've been sending this out to TV networks.
Oh no.
No.
That's hilarious, bro. I've been trying to figure, I don't know how y'all do it. I guess I need to hit one of y'all up in the DMs one of these days. How y'all do the fucking words on the screen. Cause I post these videos.
Oh, you do it manually.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm never going to do that shit.
Easy answer to it.
I'm never going to do that. I thought there was some sort of technology. You know?
I mean, I'm the same way, man. Like, I'll try to change the channel with my like feet and like, I'll watch like a 2-hour movie.
Dude.
Because I was too lazy to like do it the right way. The way I knew it should have been done. But Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but you know, the end when it's like everybody was a middle school boy playing Modern Warfare at one point. You know,
Still, I think I
hilarious
played it
comic
last
named
week, and
Tommy
it's the
And I
lobby
wasn't even
hasn't changed.
playing Call of Duty.
The lobby hasn't changed. I'm just in it for the lobby. Yeah,
yeah, it's really just,
Whatever. You were just driving in Houston traffic.
yeah.
well, I think legally it shouldn't count if you're in traffic. You know, I don't know. I just
Good point.
like
Yeah.
moving to New York's taught me that it's just like if there's any little bit of racism in you, you'll figure out about it like a week into living.
Well,
You're
there's
confronted
always
with every stereotype. You'll be like, why does that Chinese guy have so many cans? I didn't even know that was like a thing they did.
Is that a thing? What's that
They
mean?
collect cans. They collect cans for like money. You'll get like 5 cents a can, but they'll just be like Chinese guys like carrying like a ton of cans over their back and like in a shopping cart. And it's like there's nothing like racial about it. But I just feel like if I drew a picture of that guy and you saw me
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
the picture, you'd be like, why do you have that picture? It's like, I don't know. I just was drawing a guy. So
You'll get canceled. You might as well draw Muhammad. Fucking, it's just as bad. You know.
Burley, did you notice his pictures in the background over there?
oh yeah, I'm at my aunt's house. Yeah. They live in DC. They're very like center line.
Yeah, Obama's back there.
Oh,
Obama's
okay. I
there,
didn't
the
even notice.
Change Front,
Okay.
and then- yeah.
If it helps at all, I have black and white picture of Stone Cold back there, so we're on the same level.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Stone Cold had like the Obama president? He's like, all right, listen here, you son of a bitch. We're going to bomb a Pakistani wedding. Stone Cold's going to come in. It's like, we're about to get a hellfire from the Stone Man.
We're going
We're about to bring justice in the name of Israel.
gonna rain down hellfire. Can I get it? Oh hell yeah! Fucking,
That was good.
I would. Yeah. I'd
I
vote
always get
for him.
scared doing it because it's like it bleeds into Jesse Ventura a little bit. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, real quick. Yeah.
Chilling out. Will Sasso does a great one.
The
where he's
boys,
just
I knew the guys in Blackwater. Yeah. So I can't do it. Every time I do it, I'm just trying to do Sasso. Let's be honest.
we were carrying out joint operations, killing Palestinian children outside of Chuck E. Cheese.
Somehow it led to Tower 7 next to the Chuck E. Cheese. It went down. You know?
He had a rock, but I had the rock too. Dwayne the Rock Johnson came down on those little Palestinian boys. They didn't know what hit them. Netanyahu coming in with the tomahawk.
That dude is a trip. Considering where he came from, wearing like feather boas and all that bullshit. Or were you a wrestling fan at any point?
Huh?
Were you a wrestling fan at any point?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm from Charlotte, so like we all like as a town, we loved Ric Flair. Like he would just go around like getting DUIs and like throwing them in the bars, just like fucked up. Like especially after his son died, it was kind of sad. But he was just like people would just like cops would pull him over and just like detain him and then let him go home because he's like a local legend. But I know he was WWF, but I grew up, doing WWE. Monday Night Raw shit.
I'm both. Yeah, I can't.
I mean, I was always a big fan of
this. You know how progressive I am, bro. They were transitioning, and I still kept watching, bro. They transitioned from WWF, WWE, huh?
Yeah, they transitioned from boys to fucking men. That's
oh hell yeah, dude! Still all oiled up dudes in their underwear.
Crazy.
Let's
I
go.
actually have done shows with fucking Randy Orton's little brother, Nathan Orton, is a comedian in New York too.
No shit.
Yeah, so Nathan Orton, like I'll see him around every now and then. We go to the same acting school.
I did not know that he did stand up. No shit. I'm writing his name down, so I'm not just doodling swastikas like normal. Okay.
I mean, I'm Indian, so I do it too. It's just mine's like
yours isn't cocked. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's like straight, it's symmetric. Yeah, I always thought it would be funny to have like a cartoon sketch where it's like an Indian guy's like, it's like we gotta kick this racist piece of shit out of the neighborhood. It's like, no, I'm just Hindu. Please stop. I have it in my window because I believe in incarnation.
That's pretty. Yeah, you should do that for sure. Hey, I should also. Was that you on the Little Mermaid thing? Because that shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, I did the cop voice. Yeah, like I'm good at doing like character voices and stuff.
Hell yeah, that's the job, bro. Voice work.
I know. If I could figure out how to break into it, I used to work with it's a cartoon channel called Brickhead. They make a lot of really good cartoons, but like they're all internet based, and the problem is with it, like we all grew up on South Park, so like I always would pitch like very South Park ideas, and it would just be too much. Like it would because they wouldn't be able to do it because like that's just going to get taken down.
Yeah,
like
they got the fucking golden pass. Yeah.
It sucks because like when the Chinese weather balloon thing happened, like I pitched an idea where it's like, oh, we should do like Up, but it's like Russell's like part of the Chinese Communist Party.
That's pretty solid.
It's like, oh, it looks like you have a lovely house over here. It would be a shame if we attached a Baroon.
A Baroon? I knew the Baroon was coming. You cannot say that joke without saying Baroon.
And they're just like, it's like, that's not for us. And it's like, it's fine. I forget that it's just like, because in stand-up, I think like in most white rooms, like being half white, you kind of like get the social capital to like say whatever you want.
Yeah.
The only thing that is not like that is like if you do black rooms, they will not like, they don't care if you're mixed. They hate light-skinned people. Mostly light-skinned black people. But like, yeah, I mean, also Indian people, because like Indian guys, like they're not unaware of it, but Indian guys my age, they're all like doing Drake. Like every Indian guy my age is like, I'm literally Drake. What's up? You know, I grew up in the hoods. Like you grew up in a cul-de-sac.
Fucking Aziz. Everybody wants to be Aziz, dude.
You grew up in a neighborhood.
Yeah, dude. You grew up in the hardy are in that neighborhood. Indian people are racist.
You know what's funny is I was having a conversation with somebody today because we were looking at the Matt Rife tickets, right? Fucking crazy. Motherfucker sold out like 100 dates before he ever stepped foot on stage one, right? His whole tour is sold out and it starts in July. That's nuts.
Well, it's because it's like I can't fault him because he's
I'm
like
not mad
Indian.
at him.
Yeah, Indian and white guys do the same thing where it's just like they're like trying to like, it's cooler to be like a cool black guy. So they're trying to like hone in on that and that cadence and that way of speaking. So it's like he's doing like a black accent. That's clearly not the way he actually talks. Because when he goes and does like press, he's like, all right, guys, thanks for buying the special. And he's on stage like, yo, what's up? You know, you ain't got a favorite Medea movie. And he's just like, going all in on it. It's just
I'm not faulting the guy. He figured it out, right? Like,
but he looks like it's just like he's like
I'd go down on my mother for that jawline. It's fucking silly, dude.
It has to be like made in a lab. He looks like he was made by the CIA.
Exactly.
Did you see him on Wild 'N Out?
No, I didn't see that. I don't have cable.
I mean,
it's called YouTube. It's a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
My thing with him is that
Maybe
like
you've heard of it.
anybody that does that like cute kind of comedy that appeals to like white women and like gay guys that act like white women, they're usually like evil people.
Wait, hold on. Do you mean that there's a room full of women? They don't, you know, they're not there for his like great takes on things and his premises.
No, dude, he's that Aryan like physique.
Yeah.
Because they want to be there for that one show that he did where he was hitting on that grandma.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing.
Dude, yeah, he went full light skin mode for that. It's just when you hit on old ladies, that is like it does get.
But she wasn't even old. She was like 40.
Yeah,
that's old to him.
He talked to her. He's like, you know, like, I'm trying to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, age just a number. The pussy age with time. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fine wine.
I want to reiterate that I'm not hating on this man because he figured it out, right?
He did figure it out. He got his bag, but like I just think as a person, he's like he doesn't have the qualities of like a good comedian because like I remember back in 2016. First of all, that guy used to tweet the N-word all the time.
Oh yeah. I've done my research.
He got in a fight with Brandon Wardell. Did you ever see that on Twitter?
No, I didn't. I did not.
Oh, he like posted a picture of himself being like,
oh no,
in the car, like doing like coming home from the gym, like full light skin. And Brandon Wardell retweeted. It was like, oh, this guy's a stand-up comedian, if you could believe it. And then he was just like in the comments, like, drop a pin, motherfucker. I'm gonna come and fuck you up. he's like threatening to beat up this gay Filipino man. Because
he went full Marky Mark.
Yeah, he just lost his temper. And it's like anybody that's like gonna like, he's like, dude, you can put your hands on another guy. It's kind of gay to do that.
Oh, that's fucking. Well, but you know the story on Marky Mark, right? Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, he beat the Vietnamese guy up.
Yeah, made him. He's blind to this day or some shit, or he lost an eye or something.
Out.
Yeah,
but
so he's gonna do a Marky Mark.
Forgave him. He's like, well, he made something of himself.
Yes. Meanwhile, there's secret checks going his way the whole time.
Probably.
Yeah, but he's getting something out of that.
I had this conversation with him, and I was like, dude, all his posts that are blowing the fuck up is crowd work, which is cool. Just fine. That's the trend right now. But I had never actually looked at his material till today. Me and my buddy.
His material is street jokes.
Yes. And that's what I told my buddy. I was like, this is how you can tell he's young in comedy. This is how you can tell he's young. I'm not a comedian, but I'm a fucking nerd for this shit, bro. I know more about this shit than a lot of people that are not comedians like me, right?
Sure.
So fucking Yeah, it's a lot of street joke shit, and then he just relies on. He's got his ins and outs. He knows where he's going in the crowd. He's smart that way. Can we give him that? Can we give him that? Right?
Oh, absolutely. I have way too much like autism to be able to do good crowd work without being like a little drunk. That's why like I don't do crowd work anymore because I stopped drinking as much.
Oh shit!
It's just like because it's so much easier to do it like because your brain slows down a little bit, and the key to good crowd work is that he does this well. Matt Rife is he actively listens. Like a lot of comedians will push their objectives, like whatever joke or premeditated line they have. And he kind of just waits. And it's like, the way I see it is like, he's like letting the audience build this sandcastle up before he like knocks it down.
Right.
But you have to let them build it up first because most people are bad at public speaking and they will trip themselves up, but they can tell when you're trying to shoehorn them into like a corner. So
but you see the tricks though, right? Like you see you can see it being built. You can see that castle being built, right? Like,
oh yeah, like you have through lines too, where like when you don't have anything, because if you see a couple's like, oh, how long y'all been married, and the woman will almost always have a declarative answer,
right?
And whether the guy does or doesn't, you can make fun of him based off of that. Like, oh wow, you had a quick answer. You know she's not playing around with that shit. It's like I noticed now you have to do it in a light skin voice, but like,
dude, if he had one of those like those boy band mics, he'd be doing this the whole time. He'd be doing this the whole time.
I'm so honored that I sold this many tickets on the road.
Yeah.
Like I'm laughing, like imagining just because he has like these like Nazi like proportions where he looks like the Supermensch. Like it would be really funny to like have him in like a Tarantino style World War II movie, but he still does like the black scent. It's like, yo, you finna get on this train? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna get on that train whether you like it or not, because you know the grind's gonna set you free. That's what it say up here on the gates in Auschwitz is the grind sets you free.
They call me the Bear Jew. What's up? You know?
like Jews, man, like not to be a Nazi or nothing, but they just ain't got that dog in them. Like those Hebrews, they ain't got the dog in them. They got too many allergies, you know what I'm saying?
They're always complaining and shit, and they want my money.
It's like so drafty. Like, yeah, man, that's the breeze. That's the breeze from my jump shot, bro.
Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe. You know, kiss this guy.
We unfortunately had to put him into camp because he is also a person of color.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in this bit, I am still a Nazi.
Yeah. That's the clip right there. Sorry, bud. No, I was kidding. Fucking
Hitler, man, he's a dude, Hitler.
Yo, Hitler, my boy. What's up, G? Yo,
why you enunciating that R on Hitler, bro? That sounds mad racist.
It's Hitler. Sorry. Hitting that hard R on the Hitler. Fucking. Yeah, to reiterate, I'm not hating on this man, but goddamn, it's funny to make fun of him.
Well, he's just so malignable because he's not like an honest person.
You said it. And I agree.
Well, now you're culpable.
It's okay. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
it's my goddamn show. Fuck them. Fuck you, Matt Rife. How about that?
I know. JD's got a tape recorder right now. He's like live streaming.
He's got a talk boy. Well, we used to live stream.
Usurp Burley.
We used to live stream up to about 3 weeks ago because of shit like this. Fucking. Speaking of the Minch and shit, where another perfect fucking jawline and shit, he just hooked up with Kutcher. Yeah, he just got to deal with Ashton Kutcher, dude.
Matt Rife?
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, it's crazy, bro.
His commercial for his tour.
Yeah, but he's got some sort of production deal with Ashton now. Yeah,
that's crazy. Did you see the commercial for his special where he paid that black guy to like say the N-word like 20 times?
Dude, it's the dude from Saturday Night Live. I can't remember his fucking name, dude. It's not Jay Farrow. It's not Jay Farrow. It's the other one.
Was it Chris Red?
We'll look it up. Fuck it. We have the whole internet at our hands, fellas.
Yeah, it's just wild. That felt like it felt wildly racist to be like, all right, I know you wrote this.
can you just call me that?
All right, do that thing when you call me that. And it's like, I don't know if I want to do that, man. It's like, just do it. It's gonna get the.
Need to throw another zero onto that. Cool.
I mean, but like, you always like he has more followers than like Louis or like Shane Gillis, comedians that are objectively like better than him.
It's because it's all women.
It's not It's not objectively, bro. It's truth. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just because it's like what I've learned is that in entertainment and like in anything, like most people like Marvel movies, most people like McDonald's, most people like Drake, like most people fit into the middle of this bell curve that's like everybody else. And it's just like if you do the middle of the bell curve, you're going to find success. but it's like you're not going to feel fulfilled unless you really try to like swing for the fences and like make a statement. Like I think good comedy is like not for everybody.
Chris Red.
That's what I
Oh, you said that. Okay, my bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
Chris
I'm
Red.
glad we confirmed it. It's very important to distinguish famous black guys from
Yeah, we got to make sure they don't all look the same, right? So, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Do you think he just sat there and was like, hey, Chris, check it out? And you know, he said it. He's talking just like me. He doesn't have his fucking hood voice on. And he's like, hey, dude, can you like, hype me up hard, dude? And he's okay. And he did the first take. He's like, harder. Harder.
Yeah,
harder. Yeah, harder.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying hard.
Yeah.
Hype me up hard. Gas me up.
Like the first half of American History X. Like that part. Do that.
Dude, like Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the real world.
Fuck Rappaport, dude. I fucking the oldest.
I have a story. This might not be my rage.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm about to piss myself. Do not floss over or gloss over fucking Rappaport. I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah. I don't know.
What a great time to go take a piss.
I know.
Before a story.
Should I just tell the story and then like we pretend I didn't tell it when he comes back?
No, he'll be back in like 2 seconds. Like he really. It honestly blows my mind at how fast he pisses because
you just
I'm like, dude, when I'm drinking, I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm pissing as fast as you are. Like it takes me a good 20-25 seconds to piss.
Yeah, it takes a while for it to start up. It has to like warm up for me like a minigun.
Yeah,
the barrel has to wind.
I think I've already pissed like 5 times.
Yeah, it would have been funny if there were just diarrhea noises coming from the bathroom.
Oh, dude. Listen, right before the show, I was like, man, it feels kind of wet back there. I had a sweaty. Dude, it's 106 in Houston right now. So
dude,
fucking.
I feel that. I do not miss the southern sweltering heat. I mean, I had food poisoning a couple months ago, and I was just like out both ends like a Chinese firecracker. It was like it was wild. It's like having both kinds of eating disorders at the same time.
All right, hit me with the Rappaport, bro. Hit me with the Rappaport.
So this is like at the Stand, which is like, it's not a comedy club. I'm past that, but I like to hang out there. They're run by talent managers, so they don't really pass as many comics as they do.
The amount of times we've been canceled on by comedians because they're like, dude, I got an audition at the Stand. I'm like, dude, do it. It's only one shot. Yeah.
Don't forget your cool sneakers.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's a great club.
Talk like Gary Owen and you're good.
100%.
Yeah.
Just be hot. Be hot or have a sex podcast. I mean, it's still a great club. Like guys like Gillis and Soder like would do the club all the time years back. They still do it occasionally, but they don't do it as much anymore. But yeah, it's one of those big nights where like Dan Soder's there. I think Gillis is there. Ari Shafir's there. And
it's a packed house.
Michael Rappaport's there too. And he comes up to the table to Ari Shafir's like, yo, motherfucker, this is for Kobe.
You were there for that? You were there for that?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh my God.
He smacks him and he starts fighting Ari Shafir in the middle of the Stand.
Oh, dude, I heard about that. And Ari's like, didn't hurt. You hit like a bitch, didn't hurt. You know,
that's what he said. He was like, you hit like a bitch. He's like, you hit like a bitch. It was just so funny. Like, dude, I don't know any of those guys like super personally, but like I've grown up like watching them. And like when you're in the city, you just around them.
I've had minor DMs with fucking Ari. Shane and Soder don't answer their DMs, but don't blame them.
I've only ever used the unsend feature for Shane Gillis. Like I know guys use that when they hit on girls, but I'm just like, you're the man.
Oh, dude,
just like unsend it.
Those 3 a.m. texts me, you want to be on my podcast? I was like, fuck, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
I mean, I always respected the guy. I came up in the Helium Club circuit too. So like I would see him every now and then when I was younger, but like he just kind of blew up immediately after he like moved to New York and then got canceled and everything.
Yeah, well, that's the best thing that could have happened to him in all honesty, bro.
He's the man. I mean, I'm buddies with like some of his openers and they're like cool too. They say they really like, he does just take care of everybody and is sort of just the man. It's good to see that. Like there's a lot of famous people that are assholes and like psychos.
He seems to be the bro that did good. You know what I mean? Like Bert Kreischer's another one. Like was definitely a bro. Me and you probably would have hated him when we were in school, but now he's probably a likable guy, you know?
I hear it. I think Bert's like good to some of the people that are like slightly at his level or like below him. But I've heard weird things about Bert and Theo Vaughn, which was very disappointing.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I met Theo. Dude, I met
He's
Theo.
the funniest motherfucker around.
I met Theo
he's like
on a
Mark
whim.
Twain for like us, for our our day and age.
Dude, I met Theo on a whim when I was in LA. Just happened to see him on the street. We're talking to him. He talked to us for fucking 25 minutes to the point where we're like, all right, dude, we got to get out of here. Like, he's just a talker, dude.
I think he likes fans, but he hates other comedians.
Really?
That, like,
That's
wild.
wild.
I think that's the thing. Because like I had a buddy, and I'm not gonna like name the guy's name. Like he was like working with him. And like he shushed everybody in the green room, like when they were all hanging out and stuff, and like found his wallet in the back of the club and like gave it to him. He's like, "Hey, you dropped your wallet." And he's like, "Nah, bro, I meant to leave that there." He's like, "Oh, I thought this is funny." He thought he was like fucking with him. He's like, "Nah, I ain't fucking with you, bro. Don't touch my shit." And he like snatches it back. And
God
like,
damn.
But like, I mean, when you're that funny, you kind of get the pass in my book. He's like, he is hilarious.
It would, yeah. I could almost imagine Bert because he's on another level of fame, right? But Theo, that's so disappointing to me.
I think he's fucking hilarious.
He's like, I think the funniest podcaster right now and one of the funnier comedians of like working right now. But like the way he is just conversationally, it's like, I could never be that funny. It's so good, man. And like, that's not me like knocking him in any sort of way.
He's got
told that story.
No.
Honestly,
It's fine. If you want me to cut it, I'll write it down now. I can cut it. It's fine.
We'll see. I have no career
prospects. If you feel different about it later, you wouldn't be the first person. So just let me know.
No, I'm just fucking around. I don't care if if like that ever is a thing to
let's
bite
be
me,
honest here, bro. I'm be like, bro, Theo, listen to this show.
That's what I was just like, well, we just
listen
got
to my
podcast.
Listen.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I make $20,000 a year. I really have nothing to be afraid of. Not even death. Death would be a godsend at this point.
That's my only fear in life, dude. I can't imagine how people fucking just like, they're like, yeah, we're gonna die one day. Stop talking about it. That's a good way to get me into a panic attack, dude. It's like in my head, I'm never gonna fucking die, dude.
I have the fucking swirls too when I think about it. But there's just some days where you work really hard, like you work like 8 to 12 hours in a day, just doing like hard labor, like and
for sure.
You're just like, you know what? It would be nice just in this moment. But then you get home and you like have a beer and you're like, fuck, I like PlayStation too much to die.
Dude, if I eat an edible, dude, it's like, oh god, dude.
I don't know when weed started doing that, but it does that now.
Oh,
I just can't do it anymore. Like,
it's when I started eating it, dude. I used to have a fun time smoking it. When I started eating it, I started getting real retrospective, like an old guy.
Like, you're running out of grandparents. You're like, fuck,
dude. I had this thought the other day, and it really fucked me up because I really bummed all my friends out. I'm like, listen, dude. We're not in the best shape. I'm 36 years old. Dude, we have more past than we do future. And like fucking people are like, dude, shut the fuck up. You know? Like,
oh yeah, I do like the mental math and like break things down where it's just like, dude, we're further away from 2010 than we were from when we were born in the 90s.
Yeah.
In 2010. It's just like, we're just like, we're closer to Cleopatra, it's like Cleopatra was closer to iPhones being invented than she was the start of the Egyptian civilization.
Yeah, I saw something. Dude, I saw something about like, oh, what was it? God, okay, I don't remember, but it had something, you'll never believe this, but it tied together Jurassic Park and Hitler year-wise. And it was a great analogy, but your boy can't remember it. So fucking just know that it was awesome. That might be the name of the episode.
Jurassic Park.
That might be the name of the episode. Jurassic Park and Hitler.
It's Jewrassic Park, and it's just like.
All right, that's the name. All right, you did it.
Na 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 na.
Oh God!
You're committing war crimes here. Somebody help us! This is not right. I have no faith in God. How could he do this to his chosen people?
Oh, is that on sale? Fucking.
Ah, Jesus.
Well, you know what? You came on this show. Sorry, dude. I kind of instigated that one.
No, it's okay. I do stand up. I've converted to Judaism already.
Dude, that's the only way to do it, dude.
Well, it's just you can only do two types of stand up. You either do cool black guy stand up or like Jewish guy stand up. And it feels more racist to do the black guy stand up. So I just focus on Jewish comedy writing style.
Have you ever had a joke that you were like, oof, the blacks aren't going to like this one, or the Jews aren't going to like this one, or,
Yeah, I think it's just there's certain kinds of the self-loathing Jew will always like Jew jokes, but a very big fan of the IDF, did Birthright. That style of Jewish person is just gonna they'll often be okay with any sort of joke, but then you mention hey, Israel's kind of evil, and then they're just shut up.
Palestine's kind of sweet, right? Palestine kind of they got some ideas.
I know you work for Lockheed Martin and you make the missiles they fire, but I'm just saying that was Al Jazeera. That wasn't a Hamas cell.
Hey, can you do me a favor and make it quit raining? I'm just saying. No,
that's the one stereotype I'll never believe in. I've been to black barbershops and I always argue with them about that, where it's just if they could control the weather, there would be no hurricanes in Florida. They wouldn't do that.
Dude, I mean, isn't the Middle East mostly desert? There's fucking,
no, there's nice parts to it. There's parts of the beaches and stuff. There's pretty parts of the Middle East for sure where there's but yeah, there's a lot of desert.
Well, thanks for proving my theory wrong.
Dude, I mean, a lot of it does suck, and it's not worth fighting over. I will, besides the places that are oil rich, but it's just it's weird because it's I think with black people, there's certain. It really just depends on the person. Everybody's an individual, and everybody has their own level of comfortability with people outside of a group talking about the group.
Yeah,
I think the thing that I've learned with black rooms is they're the most meritocratic and objective of rooms. They will give it to you if they like it, but they will like it if it's something that's true, but also not overgeneralized and overdone.
Yeah, don't throw fried chicken jokes out and shit like that.
No,
right?
that's they'll fucking boo you off the fucking stage. But I have a joke that I would do. I still do it. I did it last night, where it's just I've noticed that there's two kinds of police sirens. There's police sirens for white people and police sirens for black people. White people kind of get a woo woo woo. It's oh, I gotta buckle my seatbelt, put the beer away. And black people more get a whoop whoop. It's I don't have time to do any of that stuff.
Just put on your bulletproof vest and go.
Yeah, they have such a shorter shot clock on the police siren.
Now you might not even remember this, but you were on a podcast with friend of the show Nick Dees.
Oh yeah, Nick's
pre goddamn COVID, right?
Yeah,
and you broke down your N-word joke, right? And that was very interesting, dude. It was 2019, I think, dude.
I can't do that joke anymore. Not because it's offensive. Different comedian had the exact same joke in the cellar, and he put it online and went viral. He's a Brazilian guy, named Rafi Bastos. He had the exact same joke. I'd never met the guy in my life, and he had the same joke. He didn't grow up here, so his take on it, instead of using a pedophile in the joke, he used a gay man.
Oh, no shit.
Curse a little bit, but he's he was one of those guys that did arenas in Brazil, so he moved to New York. And I learned about him because somebody sent me the joke. It was hey, this guy's doing your joke. DM'd him, never got a reply. It was just frustrating because he's one of those guys where his whole act is America is crazy. You guys have guns and you like to shoot the guns. And it's just it gets so old and it hits the middle of the bell curve because people like the voice, but it's just the
what's his name? Who did it?
Right.
Rafi
Bastos. I don't think we've never met, so I don't know how he would have found out about the joke unless he did a similar festival, or maybe he saw it on YouTube because I had it in some tapes on YouTube.
Yeah,
but he just had the same exact joke, and I just had to burn it.
Well, that's the first joke I ever saw of yours, and then just so happens when I was doing my research for the show, fucking Nick D. I didn't even know Nick had a goddamn podcast, motherfucker. I
don't know if he still does.
He doesn't, but he didn't even mention it that he had one. Me and him talk fairly regular,
Oh, that guy, dude! I was about to say when you did his accent, he's been coming across my TikTok on the Don't Tell Comedy account. I didn't hear that joke, but
Share his
He has
picture.
it
When you did
on
the
his
accent,
Instagram
I was
page.
like, I wonder
Yeah.
if that's the same guy I'm talking about.
You gonna
It's
share the picture so
yeah,
that
it's
people
that
can
guy
see?
because he's blowing up right now, and it's like fine, whatever. Have your time in the sun. I'll write new jokes. It was just
Yeah.
upsetting and validating. It was
Dude.
validating because it's like, oh, this famous guy.
It's a
had the
solid
same
fucking
thought.
joke, dude. Yeah, it's a solid fucking joke. But hearing you break down how you did it, because you said you started off. What did you say? You said you started off with like a rapist thing, and then you started off with, or then you said something else. Fuck. You said a few different premises that you started with, and you ended up on what you ended up on. And I was like, man, that's really is the process. Like, I'm working up to my first open mic. I'm working up to it. So I have a notebook of dumb fucking ideas that I have, right? So hearing y'all talk about, how y'all build a joke from scratch is very interesting to me.
Well, I mean, it's important to say like none of that's done through abstraction. A lot of that was through trial and error and just bombing.
Oh,
in front
no
of, like,
shit. So you're doing it
people.
on stage and then seeing what works and what doesn't? Okay.
I mean, that was a joke I started doing when I was like, I started at 16 doing stand-up. I started with that joke at like, I figured that one out around 18. So I was like 2 years into
hold on.
comedy.
How old are you?
20. You're trying to fucking.
I'm just trying to figure out if I'm just trying to figure out if we can have sex or not. I'm just kidding.
With you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm legal.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to clown. No, but I'm 25.
Okay, hell yeah. So how do you end up in a fucking club at 16, Chappelle?
I no friends.
No, but I mean, how do they let you in? Like, I mean, I know in Houston it's 18 and up.
Dude, I'm ethnic. I've had facial hair from a very young age.
Dude, you got
grow
that.
Beard very young.
So have you ever heard of Indian privilege? You got it, dude. Fucking, you figured it out.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's crazy because it's like when you're 9 and you have a mustache, pedophiles just think you're like a rival pedophile.
Dude. Throwing up gang signs with "Here's my pee, dog."
I'm part of the Fellow Actors Guild, the Screen Actors Guild. So I did the one from Team America on accident, where they changed SAG to
what fag? We can say fag. It's fine.
Yeah,
this is America, bro.
I try to limit myself because I have that joke where I say it and it went viral, but it's just like. I feel like
you don't want to overuse fag, right? Baby, are we overusing it, JD?
You want to keep the level of it. You don't want to
overusing it.
You want to keep it like scarce so that it holds its value. But I've never had an issue with actually saying it because I got called like a fag all the time when I was like a little kid.
Dude, I grew up in the 90s. That was all we said.
Duty lobby.
It was like people forgot that was like an age where you get bullied. You'd be getting called gay by a guy while he teabagged you. It's very like hypocritical.
If my GPS in my work truck recorded the audio in my truck, I would be fired.
Oh no,
dude! If every group chat ever leaked, dude, there would be just a wide like mass like seppuku, just suicide.
Seppuku. All right, that goes down as the first time that word's been said on this show.
Dude, everybody would kill himself. Everybody's culpable. Everybody has it in them. They like, Gillis has that joke where he's like, yeah, it's like being hungry. It's like, yeah, you're not hungry now. But,
yeah. But somebody cuts you off in traffic.
A cheeseburger cuts you off in traffic.
That's what I was gonna say earlier. Was okay. The white people have their racial slur towards black people or Asian people or whatever. What's the slur for white people? Like, what do they call us when we cut them off in traffic?
Probably still the N-word. They're still like,
you white N-word.
Probably just like, nah, they was cooking when they invented that. That's why we had to take it from them. Because with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah. It's so diverse.
I think people are okay when Theo Von says it because you're hearing the word being said in the accent it was invented in. You're like, oh, it's like when somebody says Juan for the first time. It's like, oh, it's not Juan, it's Juan.
Good point. Good point.
You're dirty.
I don't know if you know. I mean, I'm sure you do. Fucking, you're in the scene. Fucking Hans Kim. I heard a joke he said the other day. He said, everybody's so upset about transphobia. I grew up in the 90s and we had fun with good old fashioned homophobia. And it made me laugh so goddamn hard, dude. It's a simple fucking joke, but it's true. We called everybody gay and fag and everything.
thing about like stand up is that like you can really take it and you can pick apart people's like logic that's very circular.
Yeah.
So it's like things that we take as dogmatic, like I'm getting really lame and fucking nerdy.
No,
about
you're
it,
good, dude. This is
I know, but there's that voice in your head that's like other comics, and you're like, dude, shut up.
This
You
isn't
don't make money doing
this isn't racist, dude. But do you know Vishnu Vaka?
I do know.
Okay, this goddamn show turned into NPR. I asked one question, and I got the whole history of your nation. Yeah,
I was lost,
dude.
I was like,
hate that shit. It's
this
just like,
show-
let's just shoot guns and say retarded. It's the most Why are we doing this book learning shit? This is dumb.
I went with it, but I was just like, God damn, I asked the wrong goddamn question.
I was so lost.
Sometimes in New York, I'll just be bombing in front of like people with better jobs and smarter. It's like, you know what? You know who laughs at that? People in the fucking Midwest. And you know what? They didn't go to college and they don't read as many books as you, but that's why they're happy. And you'll never be happy.
They've never
because you
seen
went
a
to
dentist.
undergrad and grad. That's why you'll always be miserable. That's why you can't laugh at this fucking joke.
Good.
You fucking assholes.
Are there a lot? Is there a lot of those kind of audiences in New York?
Sometimes some audiences are good. I mean, some are bad. It's
Here's the
just
deal.
really you're doing.
I probably sound like an asshole, but I kind of am. I
Okay.
don't invite a lot of West Coast comedians on because they are touchy.
It's not even, a lot of them aren't even that genuinely touchy. You get them one-on-one. A lot of them say horrible things, have bad opinions too. Everybody does.
On this, they are.
Well, that's because this is permanent. This goes somewhere, and they want something, and they think in their mind, in the deepest, most malignantly narcissistic parts of their mind, they're like, "Yeah, I could be a world famous fucking superstar, and I don't want anything to ever get in the way of that." But they don't understand, to like be that level and like that entity, you have to take big fucking swings, and you really, in reality, you can just the best thing to do is ride out the storm. Just say like, I don't care. I was making $20,000 a year when I said that. I didn't care then about anything. I don't really care now. I spent way too long being poor. I have poor person brain. I'll never be like affluent, rich, sensitive guy. I am poor guy that says fucked up things on a job site or in a restaurant, because that's what I did. That's what I've done for most of my life. So,
you're talking to us. You said you worked in restaurants earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started dishwashing and working in line when I was a kid because my dad ran restaurants. So I worked for him.
No shit.
And when I went to New York, I had a sales job for like a year, but like I hated that shit. Salespeople are the fucking worst. They're all like, the essence of sales is just really rapey. It's just like, dude, they're saying no because you're not asking the right questions. It's like you've go play Duke Lacrosse.
It's a
Not me being a salesman.
It's professional gaslighting.
It is.
It's professional gaslighting, dude.
Dude, stop raping. How about that? Stop raping people over the phone.
Hold on, you're asking a lot from this man. All right.
Give up your livelihood. Work a horrible job that isn't rewarding or doesn't pay enough.
Were you ever a server or like a bartender?
Both. I mean, I grew up making drinks for my dad because he likes to drink a lot. So I learned making cocktails very early age. Just carried that into restaurants when I was old enough to start doing it. Even before I was old enough to start doing it, I started bartending.
Okay, what's the worst thing? What's the worst you ever had? Obviously, you've had a shitty customer. Worst thing you've ever done to a shitty customer that you won't go to jail for.
That I won't go to jail for.
I raped her in a closet.
I mean, the standard like boring answer is you just ring. You get people fucked up and then you ring them out for extra drinks.
Oh no, I mean that gets me once a month.
But I mean, like, I don't know. You do meet with some people that you're like 200 years ago you would have owned slaves. Like it's just, there are those types of people you deal with.
What are the odds of people spitting in your food?
If it's not an open, it's women that will do it more than men. Other girls, other waitresses. Like I worked with a lot of waitresses that do it. Guys, not as much. Line cooks will, if like you keep sending food back. Not all the time. It really depends on the restaurant. If you're like at a legit restaurant where it's like an open kitchen, that's not going to happen because there's just too much visibility. But like if it's like a closed kitchen and like, the menu prices are, cheap and affordable. If you're shitty, they're gonna be shitty back.
Well, I mean, like that's why I'm always just like, even like do drive-throughs or whatever. Like I am always trying to be like as polite as possible, but they have a shitty attitude, and I'm still not getting, I'm not throwing it back to them, but I'm always like, man, what if they're just in a bad mood and they're just like, man, fuck this guy.
Yeah. I mean, there are some people like that where it's like that, where they're making minimum wage. That's just somebody that's like just in an inescapable like cycle of fucking poverty. And they're not gonna reciprocate kindness because I don't know. It just doesn't happen. I get that. There's like, I've never been that way with waiting. Like if I'm having a bad day, I still do the fucking psycho thing where I'm just like, yeah, I'll get that right away. You know, like during allergy season, it looks like I'm doing coke just because I'm like rubbing my nose and be like, yeah, absolutely. I'll get you salt. Yeah, for sure.
A little more salt. You want some more salt? Let's get some salt. You know,
hey, you want to hear my small business ideas?
Yes. I just said that to my boss right before the podcast. She said, let's party. And I was like, you know, I got something to do tonight because I'm not going to tell anybody I have a podcast. But fucking, I'm like, yeah, let's do some coke and, you know, pick a fight and have some small business ideas.
Yeah, no, I don't. There's so much of that in comedy where not the small business idea, but just doing like just getting fucked up all the time. And I don't know. It's just
it's good you stop now at 25. It's good you stop now. You don't want to turn into a Stanhope, right?
Yeah, I mean, that guy's like a mayor of a small town, sort of. Though.
Dude, Stanhope is my number 2 on my Mount Rushmore. So I'm not talking shit about Stanhope. I'm just talking about I wouldn't want to live his life. You know, the dude is falling apart in front of us.
I also wouldn't want to do like his comedy is great, but like I feel like that's not even like I feel like saying that kind of stuff because he like does like ironic humor and stuff and like does go for it. Like I remember I saw him do a joke about like Indians have to gang rape because they're the weakest race or whatever. And as an Indian guy, and like that was like, and we're all dying laughing. And then like my friend who's like really like he was like 350 at the time pounds. He like broke through this plastic chair in the little theater, like middle of the joke, and then he starts like shitting on him, and it's just like you're saying like you're spewing poison, you know, and it's like it's very funny. It's some of the best. Like his thing on being like he's like I would suck a dick just to say the word, you know, faggot. Because that's saying that word. It's like thinking that stuff. It's like it's very funny stand up, and it's like at its highest level of like it's what I like the most about stand up, which is like what can you get away with?
Yeah.
But it's just
my favorite.
It takes a toll on you though.
For sure, and his lifestyle is also just.
It all amounts.
He's living like he's living like he's 22. In his, he's got to be pushing 60 at this point, right?
He's probably close, but you know he's living. He's not surviving. You know,
I met him at Skankfest, and that was the only comedian that I actually walked up to. Everybody else is standing
in Vegas.
No, in Houston when they did it in Houston. I'm going this year too. Are you going?
No, my buddy went last year. He did the boxing thing and won.
Shit.
I didn't submit in time. I didn't know the submissions were open. I wanted to. I mean, I feel like
I went to the first one in Houston and I missed the Vegas one. And me and my buddy have already said we're not missing another one. It was the funnest fucking time, dude. It's just.
Was that when Gillis did Dragula on stage?
Yep. Yep.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. That was. Dude, I'll never miss another Skankfest. It's the funnest comedy thing I've ever been to. It's just nonstop.
Yeah, those guys are nuts. I mean, when they do it at the Stand, it's like they had Martin Shkreli on the other night, and
I watched that. It made me scared about AI. I'll be honest with you.
I was always more of like I love like Matt and Shane, and then like I used to love Cumtown. Like I started comedy like right before Cumtown came out.
Dude, they fell apart. What the fuck?
Well, it sounds like famous now. I don't know. I don't know them that well. Like I work a lot with Mike Racine, and he's let me like host their bar show a couple times.
Racine's the shit.
So Racine's the man. I like featured for him the other weekend in Charlotte, and that was fun. But you know, he's just a good guy.
We're getting super inside baseball, aren't we?
I feel like everybody knows who Nick Mullen is now because of the Taylor
Nick Mullen for sure. But I'm seeing JD just zone out.
I was looking. I'm listening. I was just looking.
I'm a comedy fucking nerd. I can talk comedy all night, dude. But I do have some fucking stories. I always have stories that we bring to the show. Right before we get to the Rage and Pillage questions. What do you want here? You ever been in a? I'm not even gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a choice. Yeah, you ever been in a real like hardcore relationship, Wolfgang?
Absolutely. I love women with borderline personality disorder.
Like, have you ever been through like a hardcore breakup? Like just broke your fucking heart. What would you be willing to do to get her back at that point? Like, let's say you were in love with somebody and they died. Would you get a sex doll made of them?
They died?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would probably. Wow, that's crazy. Dude, man, exactly. I don't know. I would just hang out in bars till I find somebody that kind of looked like him, but I mean, go off.
I mean, this fucking guy. 2,000 pounds on a doll, custom doll to look like his ex-wife. And he dresses her in her old underwear. And bro, what's the first thing you do? Of course he's Asian. Shout out. I'm surprised there's not any cans. There's not any cans in the room anymore.
Ford F-150 for 0.9%.
Hold on. Why is there two heads? I didn't even notice that originally.
Oh, that's so funny. He has like when she's yelling at him. Oh, wait, no, that's not why the mouth's open.
No, she looks surprised. She's surprised. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, it's like, well, it's, you know, it. I do like to imagine, though, he just does that one for like imagining her yelling at him and telling him to do stuff around the house.
In my head, in my head, the first thing I think, I'm like, she would never let me fuck her butt. That's the first thing I'm doing, you know?
Well, yeah, I was thinking that, you know, she never let me put her in the bum house. I was thinking maybe we do a little bit of funny play.
Now you got to make it Asian. He's Asian. He's Asian. Go.
No, but he still lives in Britain, you know? I like to think he's assimilated and has the accent. I gave him sort of
hold on. Do they assimilate in New York City?
So the kids do. The kids.
Okay.
I mean, that's the beautiful
he's
thing
second generation. All right, he's second generation. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like immigrants from all over the world, and they all say the N-word.
I put it in her bum. I did. You
are fantastic.
Holy shit. Hold on. That sentence right there. Zhang's happy ending came this week when the replacement was delivered. You gonna tell me that the Mirror didn't write that on purpose? Goddamn happy ending.
No, I mean, but that's what journalism is nowadays. It's like you say vaccines are empirically good, and then you make like bad puns. And
you anti-vax, dude?
No,
we are hardcore vax on this show. Just
we're all vaxxed.
No, I never got it.
I got it because I lived with my parents at the time, and they're like, you have to get it. My thing is that like it's not because of like any political leanings or anything. I just because like I'm too poor to have opinions on things. But I met this guy at the stand who works in tech, and
but your parents were like, "No, you can't live here." Because
yeah, my mom's like the center left, like loves CNN. Like, the happiest she's ever been about my comedy is like when Don Lemon liked a bit of mine on Instagram.
Oh shit!
I still have the screenshot of it. He unliked it because it ended up getting fired, I guess. I mean, whatever. He was like,
you got the screenshot. That's all that matters. Yeah.
I met this guy at the stand. He was like this Indian guy. He was like Indian and also like Welsh. And he works in tech. I like followed him on LinkedIn, connected with him. But he was just like telling me about the vaccines. Like, well, we're actually going to use it to change people's DNA with time moving forward to, you know, get rid of congenital health disorders. We're going to try to implement that technology to get rid of gene-related disorders. And you can engineer children like with CRISPR technology to be however you want them to be, however tall, however eye color. And I'm just like, that's amazing. Are there any downsides to that? It's like, well, yes, this technology could also inadvertently give everyone cancer. And I'm just like, oh, great.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the clip. I love how you just did the fucking accent flawlessly.
Just transition.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
You can't say transition is their month, dude.
Who's the guy that like the operation, like it's like Gravitas or something like that? He's that guy that like goes in with secret cameras and exposes usually pedophiles and stuff like that. Veritas.
Yeah.
Did you see the Veritas guy with like the guy that worked at Pfizer?
No. Oh wait. Hold on. I might have. I think that was all over my goddamn algorithm. So I want to put this out there, and I know we did it 1,000 times during the COVID bullshit, but I'm not against the vaccine. My wife's vaxxed and everything. I just don't like the government telling me what to do. So that's the only reason I didn't get fucking.
Yeah, it really destroys my life. Like I can't, the inability I have to resist just spiting people that tell me what to do. Just if somebody tells me what to do, it's just I will do the opposite. I'm just so
that's what it is. Like I don't vote, dude. I hate all politicians. I hate the right and I hate the left and I hate the fucking Green Party and I hate the goddamn libertarians. Fucking hate them all. I believe they're all fucking just something fucked up with somebody that wants to run the world or run the country, which in turn, you know what I mean?
I definitely hate career politicians.
Yeah, they all fucking. I think they're all fucking sketchy. I can't find the video, but the guy that he interviewed is denying everything that he told Project Veritas.
They have his face, him saying it.
I can't play an 18-minute video on this fucking thing.
No, it's okay. We don't have to cover it. I'm sure listeners of the podcast have already seen it.
Judging by our content, right?
I mean, but it's like good. I'm glad stuff like that's out there because it's just like there does need to be like oversight on those things, you know, like the couple, like, you know, I don't know if it was a couple weeks ago or like a month ago when like Seymour Hersh was talking about like the Nord Stream pipelines getting blown up by like U.S. Special Forces and divers. And then
where's
every
the
major
stories
news
on
outlet,
that? Where's the stories on that? They disappeared.
You couldn't even share it like on Instagram. The New York Times, the Washington Post, all these people are like denouncing like the guy that broke Limai during Vietnam. It's because all those working class guys, those aren't journalists anymore. Everybody that's a journalist now is like an Ivy League person that went to the school and goes to the same parties with all these people they're reporting on.
Well, the guy that broke it was like a Pulitzer Prize winner, right?
Yeah, Seymour Hersh. He broke Limai during Vietnam. The Limai.
He wasn't to be fucked with, and everybody just covered that shit up. Now, okay, I just got my very first time ever. I want to throw this out there. I've never seen this before in all the bullshit I've ever looked up on Google. I've never had this show up on my Google search when I tried to fact check an Instagram post. I Googled Burisma accountant dead. I don't know if you heard about this. Just happened 7 hours ago. It looks like the results are changing quickly. If this topic is new, it can sometimes take a few reliable sources to publish information. I've never seen that on Google ever, dude.
Oh, they do that stuff now. Like if you like Google, like, I mean, when that guy, I met with him, I just Googled and it probably ruined and put me like any sort of internet like anonymity I had, if that even exists at all. I put in, do vaccines cause cancer?
You're on a list now. Yeah.
And then immediately it's like, no, fucking idiot. Here's hard data that proves that it doesn't. You
Dr. Fauci said no.
Yeah, Dr. Fauci said you little bitch.
Dr. Fauci called you a faggot and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Turns out he's a Jewish homophobe.
Turns out, yeah.
Didn't that dude kill a bunch of people in the 80s?
I don't know if he killed a bunch of people, but like it's just he was in charge. He was
there was
involved.
There was some AIDS.
Same thing. Tomato.
I don't know. It's more of that like nobody really cared that it was like gay and black people dying of AIDS in the 80s until they figured out everybody can get it and like guys started getting it from like hookers and stuff. And it's just like, well, we need to. This is a serious.
Wait,
crisis.
whoa! You can get it from hookers?
You can.
Damn it!
The cheap ones.
Oh, okay. Not the ones that take Amex.
No, if they take an Amex into Vegas, they're probably like doing screenings and stuff like that.
It's all. What about Cash App?
Oh, dude, you've already died. Dude, just your body has not caught up with you. You Cash App.
I mean, I thought $12.50 was a weird price and super specific.
It's crazy. There'll be people that offer that, and it's just like you don't even believe in yourself. Yeah. They charge more.
Ever been with a hooker?
No. I've been with sex workers, like people that like my girlfriend had an OnlyFans for a while.
That's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, not like a woman of the streets or the night. Actually, maybe. I don't know. I've never like paid for it.
My wallet was gone, but you know.
When you're a young kid in comedy clubs and stuff, there's like older women that will just, come up to you, over.
I mean, she had an Adam's apple, but I didn't.
It was cute.
Of it.
Hey man, if Titties are titties, right?
Dude, I've
If
talked
they put the
about
work in,
I've talked about this
almost
on the
has to
show
be this.
before. There's a few passable ones on the internet that just like I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I moved that shit to
whatever.
the side. They're all
Yeah,
chicks
I
from the
mean-
back. Yeah.
I still have an alive grandparent, so I can't really go into like, my sexual
Jesus.
history. But I mean, I'm an actor too, so I mean, I'll just give you the Tom Hardy answer.
As long as
Goddamn
that
Tom
check-
Hardy.
As long as that check doesn't bounce.
Yeah, I do jujitsu and have sex with men.
Is he gay? No, he fucks that Zendaya chick, whatever, Zendaya.
No, that's Tom Holland.
Zendaya?
Oh,
That's
who's
Holland.
Tom
He does
Hardy's?
look more like
Wait,
a guy that would. have
hold
sex
on.
with men.
Tom Hardy's gay. Don't tell me that.
Is that ruining a thing for you?
I did not
Yeah, I hate to break
I
this
was
to you,
born
Kevin
in the
Conroy, the guy
darkness.
that
like
says
him
Batman was
Venom.
gay.
I was born in the darkness. You know? Don't tell me he's gay.
I was born in the dark. That's why I'd like to have sex with men.
He's
I would
really.
suck them off and
You
put
know
their
what?
balls in
You
my
know what?
mouth.
Wolfgang, fuck you, dude. I'm not even looking it up.
was
He's
69
the. He's the. Yeah. He was
It
only
started
gay.
out as doing jujitsu, but then it became something else. Turns out doing jujitsu is just sort of a horseshoe for being gay. You start out the straightest you can be, and you end up gay.
What sounds like gay? Gee. Fucking.
Why do you think the clothes are so easy to take off?
Oh my God. Is he really? No. Hold on. I'm pissing in a bottle so I don't have to walk away again, guys.
He's still boxed.
Because I'm an adult. Fucking. If I look it up, is he really going to say he's gay? It's going to bother me.
He is, yeah.
No.
Like he's not like gay. He's just like fluid. He doesn't like care. He's done it all, is what he's saying. I still think he had sex with the hottest women in the world, but
So he does it.
Okay,
for
so here's his
the money.
quote.
He
Here's his
doesn't do
quote.
it for pleasure.
No, hold on. He went David Bowie on this shit.
yeah.
Of course I've had sex with men. I'm an actor, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Wait, you're an actor, Wolfgang? You're a fucking dude? Were you born Wolfgang or is that a stage name?
No, it's my real God-given name.
Oh yeah, Hunter as well?
Hunter, yeah, that's my dad's last name. My mom's Indian and my dad's white, but they went full like white guy name.
Yeah, they went full German on your ass, huh?
Yeah, Wolfgang Nicholas Hunter.
Fuck.
Well, the German word for Hunter is Jaeger, but we're Scotch Irish.
Jaeger would
Mostly
be
on my
dope.
dad's side.
Jaeger would make
Wolfgang
everybody
Jaeger?
want to buy you shots. Okay.
Yeah.
You wouldn't wanna do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that
Dude, it
makes
is such like a
sense.
fake ID name though. Like when I was younger, even with like facial hair, like when I was 21, it was still hard to get in bars because nobody would buy that. It was like,
They're like, fucking
like
Wolfgang,
McLovin.
really?
yeah, they're like, no
Yeah.
way, dude. It's like McLovin.
Fucking
It's just-
McLovin.
Did you grow up religious Indian?
I mean, I've kind of like been all around. My grandparents did practice Hinduism on
Okay.
my mom's side, and then my dad's mother was Methodist Christian. So I'd been to church and I did like a confirmation in church too. But like when I turned to, I don't know, it was like,
The easier one always wins, right?
huh?
The easier one always wins, right?
The easier one always wins, and yeah, like well, also just like I got called gay by all the other guys in church all the time. And, like,
Yeah,
and,
we
like,
did that. We
they
did that.
bullied the fuck out of me and would like make fun of me for being Indian.
Do you
So, like,
do you
I just
believe
didn't
in
want to hang out
do
there.
you believe in reincarnation? This is leading to something. This isn't super serious, so just go with me here.
yeah. No, I mean, like, I don't know. I hope it's. I like me. I have like, I'm not balding, and I have a cool name. I don't want to like be a dolphin or something stupid like that after I die.
Oh, I forget the animal. I was okay. What if you could be reincarnated into another person when you died? Like, is there a historical person you wish you could be reincarnated into? Like the second coming of Abe
Somebody
Lincoln or the second coming of
Die and
fucking
come back as a leotard.
John Wilkes Booth.
or John Wick? Did you just say John Wick?
John Wick. John Wick. Yeah, no, I said John Wilkes Booth.
Oh, okay. John Wilkes Booth. Just take
How dare you ruin it for everybody?
We had people for this. Fucking.
No, I would come back as like I guess if the second coming of somebody, like probably like a musician I like I don't know, like fucking the singer for the Strokes or like Nick Drake or
Did
something.
he die?
Tracy Chapman.
No, he's not dead. I just like his. I mean, he died like professionally. Like nobody respects him anymore because he's like old and like DMs girls on Instagram that are like half his age and stuff.
I think that's what they all do. I mean, I think we would as well.
Oh, dude, for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, if you got that kind of money, he just did it in a way that was like awkward, and now screenshotting's a thing. He didn't,
Well,
like, do
dude,
it.
fuck Al Pacino. I said almost Chipino. Al Pacino is 80 something and fucking has a 23-year-old girlfriend with a kid on the way, right?
No, yeah, it's like,
So
but
him
all
and
that
Robert
stuff
De
that he
Niro
just-
are the same.
But there's no
Yeah.
publication of that. Like somebody had a screenshot of like a DM that he sent a girl, and it was like the cringiest thing in the world. He's like, "Hey, just reaching out because I sense similar vibes coming in from you. All right, time to go back into obscurity and self-indulged isolation or something like that." And it's just like, okay,
I mean, there's a difference between that and fucking Dalia, right?
well, yeah,
Dalia crushed
Dalia
it.
thing. It's just like that was so. That like whole thing was like I never really cared too much for his like stand up.
He sucks. He sucks. His
I think he's like-
his podcast is funny though.
He's funny and he's like a good comedian, but he's like good at bad comedy, if that makes sense.
I don't like his comedy.
I met him once in real life, like when he came to Good Nights in Raleigh when I was in college there. I was like drunk as hell and I was like pissing in the upstairs showroom. And I guess he had security try to come and clear out the bathrooms and stuff. Because there were so many hot women at this event. There was like so many like girls in their 20s, just like the hottest women I've ever seen.
He's the original Matt
in
Rife.
high school. He is. Yeah, he was. There's always fucking what's his face? Ralphie May always said it. There's always going to be a guy that's just like you. I'm not the fat guy. I was just the fat guy when they needed a fat guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it fills in, but it's just funny because it's just like I was like pissed drunk, and he comes up, and I guess security they were supposed to clean out the bathroom and like make sure nobody else was in there, so nobody bothered him. And he comes in, and I just like come out of the stall. I'm like drunk as hell. I'm like, damn, dude, your fucking head's big as hell. Then I walked, he's like, what? And then I walked out. He looked scared. And then I walked out, and the security like saw me walk out, and they're like, oh, God damn.
Oh shit. Oh, dude, I mean, how long ago was this?
2017, 2018.
Damn. Okay. Well, in 2019, I was in LA and I went to the Comedy Store. You have to go, right? Went to the Comedy Store. He's just chilling on the patio from me to my TV or to my computer monitor right here, which is about 3 feet maybe. Fucking, he's just sitting there on his phone. Bobby Lee walks up. They fuck around and talk for a little bit, and then they were just saying, I'm not the guy that's gonna bother anybody, dude. I'm not Mr.
I mean, he was more likely
You know,
than
I'm not that
like,
guy.
locking in pussy for later.
Oh, for sure. I even told my wife that. I was like, he's texting people nonstop. I was like, he's just got to be getting pussy. And then turns out a couple little while later, that documentary comes out. I'm like, oh, Jesus. You know?
Was it a documentary or was it like a Twitter thread? I don't know. I like looked through some of those.
It
and, like,
started off as a Twitter thread, but that documentary where that some dude just got in touch with all these women and started telling the real stories.
It's just funny because some of them were underage and it looked like he would stop DMing them when he figured it out. It was sort of like a don't ask, don't tell thing. But there's some women that's like on Twitter, they're like, all right, I'm just going to throw my story in. And like, it would be like, hey, I'm 28 years old. Do you want to come and have me suck your dick? And it's just like, all right.
On the documentary, there was a lot of like, oh, you're underage. And then he was popping in on their birthday. That type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, here's the thing. That is bad. I'm never going to say that's
They're
a good
18.
thing,
They're 18.
but
Just,
I just
it's
think
the same as Louis. Did Louis truly do anything bad?
it's like a loophole. I think there's nothing like legally wrong with it, but it's just like, for me, it's more
It's
of that.
just
It's just like,
weird.
it's weird because it's like, as a grown man, like I couldn't go on dates with like 22-year-old women. They like piss me off. They say the dumbest shit.
You're telling me. I'm 37, dude. And an 18-year-old girl. Now, listen, if she was mute, oh man, I'm doing terrible things to this broad. But if
mean-
I had to talk to her, we have nothing to talk about, dog. No.
That's sort of what it is. It's just like, and for me, I don't know. I'm not like I like to have somebody that like I'm like. I was always a relationship guy. Like at my core, I'm a wife guy.
Boo.
Dude, I'm sorry. I know this is a fucking rage. Get pussy. I'm I'm gay and I love my wife.
We're both married and we're both gay. All right, but I want to get back to the reincarnation thing, though, dude. Do you think reincarnation is real? Yes or no? Because I think I have the first case.
It's probably real, unfortunately.
So this person claims to be I'll let you guess who they think they're the reincarnation of.
Is it a white woman? Yes. Okay. That's yeah.
To tell you guys a little something about me. And you can call me crazy, you can call me whatever you'd like, any name under the sun.
Of course, it's gonna fucking.
I'm very in tune with my past and my past lives and lifetimes that I've lived before this one. My last life just so happened to be a very infamous one. Me offing myself was one of the first memories I had from that lifetime. It came to me when I was 5 in my nightmares. You can see right where I shot myself too. That and just so many other things throughout my life have connected me to my past. And you can go say, oh, go get on your meds again, you nutter. I've been on so many meds and none of them have changed what I saw when I was 5.
So, who do you think this person, I'll just let you know. They think that they're Helen Keller.
Yeah. No. I forgot she killed herself.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I'm so disabled.
I showed that video to a friend of mine and she quickly sent me this book. And there's a guy who's been studying this for like fucking his entire career. He's a legit fucking award-winning scientist and shit about people that whenever they're born, once they hit like 8 or 9, they start talking about visions they see and shit. And like, I died hitting my head, whatever. And then they'll have a scar on the back of their head and shit like that of how they actually died in their past life and stuff. Kind of wild. We got the fourth. We might have the fourth Reich.
Grew up on Assassin's Creed, you know. That's like that was like a video game about that. Like you have like epigenetic memories stored in your DNA, and you can like live out ancestors' lives. And
You're
stuff like
preaching to the choir, sir. I am an Assassin's Creed fucking gay boy. I love Assassin's Creed. Valhalla, dude. Valhalla.
Of course, dude. You're a big bearded guy.
Fuck yeah. I skipped over. Wait, hold on. What's the one I'm playing now? Because it turns out I missed the one that's apparently the best. It's on my shit. Odyssey.
Black Flag.
Odyssey. No, I loved Black Flag, but Odyssey's like the highest rated one.
I don't think I've ever even played.
Okay, you're gonna be lost if you just jump in on the newest one, JD.
So the story continues from.
Yeah, they're all kind of linked up. They got a new one coming out in a few months. Basically, historical things are found, and then they're using technology. Like you get into like a VR bed, basically. I mean, I'm using retard words, but
yeah,
they get into like a VR bed, and then they relive the lives of these famous people and try to find these ancient artifacts from destroying the planet. Basically, am I far off, Wolfgang?
That's the story, but the meat of it is you jump around doing cool parkour and fucking stabbing people in the neck.
Boy, do I love climbing shit. But
dude, that's why I like Unity. Unity has the best parkour.
I haven't played Unity.
Dude, that's the best one in my opinion. It's like the story's a little dumb sometimes, but like it has like it's just the most fun to play.
You played Valhalla.
I played Valhalla.
You didn't like it.
I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it while I played it, but it's just like it felt more like a Viking game than an Assassin's Creed game.
What could be better?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's still a fucking great game. But I mean, if I'm trying to be like a hooded, like homo, fucking jumping around buildings.
I mean,
and, like,
I don't know how much that one, how much either one of those cost on Xbox or whatever. But the one that I really want to do is Diablo 4.
Oh yeah, I've never done
that one.
Game.
I think you get Diablo free with just about any like computer purchase.
No, well, not Diablo. Diablo 4 just came out. So Diablo 3 and whatever, like those were old, and I bought like the ones that were. I think I paid $20 because they were on sale leading up to Diablo 4. Dude, I loved it. I thought it was fucking badass.
You need to try out Assassin's Creed.
$100 on it.
You need to try out Assassin's Creed.
Started those wildfires to market Diablo 4.
We didn't get. God damn! I'm so happy you brought that up. What was that? What part of the NYC are you in? Where are you in?
I'm in Brooklyn, but like the sky was like fucking orange. That whole day was weird. Like on Twitter, that image was going viral of like welcome to hell, New York. And then the skies
I 100% stole that video and posted it as if I took it.
That's okay, man. That's what Twitter is most of the internet is people fucking doing other people's bits.
I needed the likes, dude.
That same day, that lady got split in half by a bus.
We watched it on the show last week. We watched it on the show last week.
There was so many people just walking through her guts, not even registering what they were like, so disconnected.
I assumed that was NYC, dude. I thought that's just how y'all were.
It was NYC.
No, I just figured that's how y'all were. Just like, fuck it, I gotta get to work.
Retarded.
Because I gotta get to work.
I don't know. There's a lot of fucking people in that video.
And she was like split in half. And like the New York Post article on it was like, they didn't show the pictures, but they talked about it. And then like they have like just off in its own paragraph, like medics were unable to revive her.
No shit.
She looked like a tube of toothpaste.
Recorded that video, watching it, because not like we talked about it on the show, and then even the next day, like it was still on there for like several hours the next day, and then just all of a sudden it was gone. But I was like, I wish I would have recorded it.
Yeah, I still have I deleted it after a while, but I had the recording from that lady getting shot at the Capitol.
Oh shit!
I mean,
because it was just like not because like I cared about that. At my core, it did look kind of fun. I will just say it reminded me of every tailgate I've ever been to.
It does look like a fun time. It does look like we're all doing it. Let's go, because that's how it happened.
That shit on Nancy's desk.
It took 5 fucking people to be like, we're in. I know I'm a follower.
But it's just so funny because it's like she got shot and then everybody was like talking like they were like tactical. They were like, all right, ally down. We got shots fired. It's just like,
dude, we're running out of fucking time.
About that. I don't know about that one, but the one where she got ran over by the bus, I'm seriously like, in my head, if I got ran over by a bus and died, obviously, I mean, to me,
it doesn't matter. You don't care anymore.
Record it, send it out. Like, obviously, I fucked up and I did something stupid here. Fucking record it. It is what it is.
I tell my family all the time, don't bury me. Don't just fucking burn me up. Or you can just throw my body to a hobo to have sex with. I don't give a fuck. I'm dead. I don't give a shit.
You can fucking dump me in the river for all I know. What difference does it make to me?
All right, we're running out of time. All right.
With Jesus.
We need your plugs, Wolfgang. Where can people find you? This will be out on Tuesday. So if you have any upcoming shows, we are heavy in the East Coast, hence our audience of our guests. So
let me look. Let me just pull up my dates real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, this Friday I'm at like the DC Improv and Don't Tell, but if this is gonna be out on Tuesday, if anybody's on June 20th on the Upper West Side, I'm at Unripe Bananas at West Side Comedy Club.
Oh yeah.
It's the 10th through the 15th of July. I'm gonna be in Austin with my buddy Tristan.
God damn, where are you playing?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if it's going to pan out. This could pan out. I don't want to call the shot yet, but Tristan has a golden ticket for Kill Tony. So Tristan's going to be doing Kill Tony. He did ask if I could do it. We got a yes, but yeses change all the time.
Right.
I don't know, but there's a good chance that I could. It's a possibility that I could be doing
Kill Tony's gigantic, dude. Fucking. I hope you get on that motherfucker. Hell yeah.
I hope so too.
I turned it down when they invited me, but
I did not get an invitation. This was me begging and pleasing my friend because something needs to happen or I'm going to kill myself.
Nah, come on now. Can you at least film it and send it to me so I can, I want the first footage.
Don't they live stream it?
No, Jimmy, if you're going to kill yourself.
Well, I need a second, and I don't have a lot of friends because I am doing it Japanese style. So somebody does need to chop off my head.
Kari, let's go, dude. Just into the, I'm down.
Z, and then your homeboy slices your head off. Dude.
All right, shout out to Tristan for cutting Wolfgang's head off. It's going to be fucking fire. But any other where? Do you ever play the Grizzly Pear? Where is that at?
They have one in Midtown and they have one in the Greenwich Village near the Cellar. No, they to break into that club, you have to do like barking for them first. And it's
Really?
just like,
Okay, so
I've just been doing. I'm too proud.
No, I fully understand that. I was trying to figure out because we've had a few guests that are always at the Grizzly Pear, and I'm like, man, I've never heard of this fucking place. So I wanted to ask somebody that lives in the area, like, fucking, what's up with that place? Because it's popping up on my shit now.
It's just with like any other place. It's like comedy's oversaturated in New York, and to do the good spots, you have to be famous or friends with somebody that's famous.
Really?
And if you're not, you have to go to these clubs that, like, you know, they're just businesses trying to run and stay open, and, you know, they don't have the pull or the marketing, so they exploit comics. You know, some have you bark, some have you do what's called a bringer show, where you have to bring friends.
Yeah, bringers seem worse than barking to me.
Yeah, because barking's like, there's at least like an honor to it where like you've earned the spot,
Yeah.
and it's not like it is sort of like you get the Grizzly Pear does pay their comics that do spots. It's just you have to do the barking for it.
Can you give like a quick synopsis of barking for the layman listening right now? Because I know what it is.
Yeah, barking's where you go out and you just stand on the corner of a sidewalk and you somehow manage to be like more annoying than like a homeless guy asking for money.
We got Seinfeld in this motherfucker. You should come. You know?
Yeah, you lie. Yeah, he's like, Seinfeld, Chris Rock, me getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
there's a donkey show in this bitch. All right, hey dude, we have got to get to the meat and potatoes of this show. I know we're down to 4 minutes, dude. I'm not trying to take up all your goddamn time.
I ramble. It's all good.
No, so do I. My brother. My brother. All right, dude. Rage and Pillage podcast. Rage meaning party, pillage meaning stealing. What's the best party story you have that cannot get you in trouble today, brother?
Oh, best party story I have is one where like sometimes you just gotta party by yourself.
Done it. Doing it tonight.
What are you talking about? That's the only time I ever do it.
So this starts out, I'm going to just try to give the flash notes. When I was, this is the setup for it. When I was 19 or 18, I was 18. I interviewed Mark Norman for just a interview I wanted to do because I was a fan of his, you know, when I was younger.
How do you set that? How do you set that up?
I lied. I said I went to the GM of and I said, this is for school. I need to interview somebody that like I look up to or something, blah, 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 bullshit. Can I interview Mark Norman when he's in town? He's like, yeah, I'll set it up for you if it's for school. And then
comedy.
I do it. Yeah, he was autistic as hell, dude. He's weird.
Comedy.
It's all the time. It was cool at the time. But then I do it. I start posting about it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna release this as a podcast episode. And she messaged me, she's like, podcast. I thought this was for school. I was like, it is too. I was just gonna release it so comics could listen to it. And she's like, send me the rubric. And I was just like, I could make a fake rubric. I knew how to do that. But
don't know what rubric means.
You fucking lie. Rubric means I wasted money on a college.
No, I'm kidding. I was joking. I was
too. College is worth it. Go to school, kids. It's not a waste of money.
Well, thanks for making me feel like an asshole, Wolfgang. Goddamn.
I got banned though.
So do people call you Wolf or Wolfgang? It's a lot of syllables.
Wolf. Cool black guys call me Gang, that's pretty cool.
Gang.
My girlfriend calls me Wolf.
I'm calling you Wolf from now on. We're friends now. You fucked up. We're friends now.
Wolfie.
Honestly, if you call me Wolf, it makes me sound more Jewish. So some of those jokes I made earlier will go over better.
Well, I thought it made you sound Native American. So you're like got the double Indian power, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I am Chief runs the door. I run the door to Country Club. I am barks in the wind.
That's the clip.
Yes.
Also, name of the episode: Chief runs the door. That's hilarious.
The white man came and took all my stage time, so I had to bark on white man's land.
Underlined.
I gave all of our land from here to the mountains for a guest spot at the Grizzly Pear.
for one bottle of Terramana.
One bottle of Terramana.
I can't say Terramana without doing Sasso, by the way. Just Terramana.
He's the GOAT. I can't get into that.
Nobody can do voices better than that man. I'm telling you.
Dude, and just the Bobby Lee sketches he had on Mad TV are just like, they were so good together.
Are you a Sasso guy, JD?
He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the fucking man. The Steven Seagal sketch where he fucking like kicks the dude through. You're like, don't steal.
Are you on a time limit?
No, I'm not. I wanted to finish this story.
Oh yeah, tell the story. I'm gonna be looking something up while you tell it. I'm listening though.
Yeah, go.
But I have all night.
Okay.
This GM hated me because of that, and with good reason. I lied to her, but I got banned from like all heliums in America for a year, so I could like only do like usually black shows and stuff like that for like a year. But then after a year, and that made me funnier, honestly, because I was used to doing all these like soft fucking academic people, and then just getting people that kept it real.
Yeah.
And were funny and would boo if you sucked and weren't just quiet. Like that taught me how to be a better comedian. So I'm kind of grateful that it happened. But she was always hard on me because of it and would always take the chance to kind of like knock me down a peg. And one time I just had this big bomb at like Good Nights when I was like just newly back there. And I was just like young and insecure. And she like said something along the lines of like, you're just never going to make it in comedy. You just probably should stop.
Why do people say that shit to people? That's such a shitty thing to say.
Right?
But I decided I wasn't going to cry about it. I was going to do what my dad would do and go to a bar and get drunk and get really angry. And so
That's
I just like
the Burley approach, I like to call it.
Right.
But dude, I got that bitch in me, so I did end up crying. I got too drunk.
Really?
Ended up crying. And then I got in a fight with a guy in the parking lot. And I think I got knocked out because I like woke up and my friends were like helping me up. And like then I got in my car. And I was like driving around and my friends were calling me because they were trying to keep me from drinking and driving. And then I come back to the parking lot. I remember faintly like talking to my friends and just crying my eyes out about something. Not even like at this. I'm not even crying about the set at this point. I'm crying after like I got so sad that night. I think I might have been molested, and I like can only remember it when I get drunk.
Do not go to therapy. Do not.
Well, yeah, that's the. It's so funny. It would be so funny to go to therapy, and then you just figure that out.
Just
you're like, fuck.
Yeah, they just start unlocking.
Son of a bitch!
They start unlocking all these memories. Yeah. That's my biggest fear. That's why I won't go to therapy. I feel like they're gonna unlock some bullshit because I know that I definitely have some blank points in my like childhood that I don't want to touch. Yeah.
I had a teacher in 5th grade that was 100% a pedophile, and I luckily, if my mom was a bad mom,
guy or girl.
He was a Marine. He was a jacked Marine, and like he was a handsome guy, so like you would never suspect it. And it's just funny.
Hold on, you called him handsome, so it sounds like you were hitting on him. What were you wearing?
He groomed me. He groomed my 10-year-old ass. Dude. No, but like he was objectively like an attractive guy. Like when you imagine a pedophile, you imagine a weak guy that gets the shit kicked out of him in prison.
Yeah. You're thinking
like, this
of
guy,
Dahmer.
like, if you tried to fight him, he would have killed you.
God,
can you imagine losing a fight to a pedophile? How
if you told on him, then yes, he would have killed you.
But like as an adult, like you try to go kill a pedophile in prison and he beats you up. That would be worse than getting beat up by a girl.
Think about that as a father, right? So you're like, your kid gets molested and then like, I'm going to go kick this guy's ass. And he just whips your ass. You're like,
he just fucking schools you and spins your block.
It's like, what do you do? You know?
But yeah, he ended up getting like losing his job, and if you try to Google his name in the school district, it'll just pull up a PDF that says, "If you see something, say something." So,
was he doing that boys or girls?
I think everybody.
He's bisexual. You know what?
Period. Huh?
Yeah, I'm pedophile bisexual.
Bipedo. That is actually sounds scientific. Bipedal, yeah, because it sounds like bipedal. Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, no, college academics are going to find a way in the next 10 years to make being a pedophile sound okay, and that's going to be the word.
It's MAPS, right? It's MAPS, right?
Sad, dude. Sad.
The minor attracted people.
Those are people that don't have kids. If like you have a daughter, you like never hear that out. Ever.
I got 2 of them, bro, and fucking that's my worst fear in the world. You know?
Yeah,
they're mine. That was a pretty good joke, and everybody just looked at me stupid.
Because I thought you were just being a good dad, and then I looked at your crazy eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like,
dude, I will never pass up a good fucked up joke.
Yeah, dude, you could like be like a Game of Thrones like pedophile villain if you grew the beard out heavy. There's that one guy like.
All I want to be is Joffrey. Fucking
That's a horrible guy to want to be.
yeah, but dude, he fucking ruled, dude. He was doing all kind of crazy shit. Nobody told
Now
him
his
shit.
grandpa was the good villain. I liked his grandpa.
Nobody wants to be the midget. Do you want to be
Not
a
the
midget?
Not the midget, the grandpa. Tywin. The old guy that Charles Dance
wasn't
played.
he killed on the shitter? I don't want to die on the shitter like Elvis.
That's the cool way to die, dude. You pooping. That way you don't like, because you do shit yourself when you die either way. I'd rather be on the toilet where it's supposed to go.
Wolfgang. When I die, I want people to clean up after me so bad. So bad. If I'm on my deathbed,
I want to make the biggest fucking mess.
dude, I'm holding
imaginable.
in for days. And I'm just imagining some like heavy set Southern black woman is my nurse. And I feel so bad for her. Fucking,
Why is she gotta be black?
Well, that's just in my head.
My parents.
Wow,
She's just
that's
in my
so
head.
bad.
So did y'all know that Steven Seagal had a song called Punani?
I believe it.
We're going to go ahead and play this real quick. We're going to sit through this fucking ad real quick. I'm going to go ahead and share the stream. Actually, it's just a picture of his face. Who wants to see that? But I just learned about this song, and it made me laugh so goddamn hard.
For making new memories.
2, 1.
Mr. Steven Seagal, fly down on Jamaica and say one of the baddest young.
Oh, man.
So them said to lay the song, I don't know
Hear
I'm
this
wrong.
song, man.
You see me?
Can y'all not hear it?
No, you're not sharing it.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Feel nice. Why? Tell me what you really want all night. Me want the body, him want the
Yeah,
punani.
dude. Chet Hanks has
I mean,
nothing
way
to
nice.
say.
So,
You have no idea how happy you just made me saying Chet Hanks.
He went
I-
Ross on him.
I did a whole 5 episodes on how it was White Boy Summer. All right? Fucking,
Me mom says it's the white boy summer.
It's the white
I'm
boy
gonna be
summer.
A bad boy.
I grew up rich
I'm
as
gonna be a
fuck.
bad boy.
Yeah. My dad fucked a volleyball boy, down by the beach, boy. Fucking
When the girls start to strut, you can look at their butt, you shouldn't do that. The girl dress is just a pity.
Oh, we're gonna have the girls twerking on us. They're gonna be twerking.
when me a fling it up, you better know fi back it up. When me a dash it up, make
Gonna
sure
be
you
boomba
black it
clad,
up.
man.
If you ever
Gonna
fuck
boomba
it up,
clad
me
like
a
it's
go jack
empty
it up.
clips.
Park
You
it up like
fucking
Benji
pussy
Boy
clad.
Drop.
You pussy
So,
clad.
You want to spend on me
me want
daddy's
it up
money?
if you make me feel nice. Why? Tell me where you really want all night.
Want the bananas if I make me nice.
you want the punani till midnight. How great is that? That man is so fucking. He's versatile. Can we give that to that man? He's
You gotta
versatile.
give it up to him.
Friends with Putin. Friends with he fucking he fucking breaks dude's wrist with 2 fingers. They flip over tables, and now he's talking about the punani. You know, how could you not love this man?
Didn't you talk about pussy clod, bomba clod?
Yeah, we talked about that Jamaican lady beating the fuck out.
Long time ago.
Yeah, so there was a video somebody leaked of this Jamaican woman beating the fuck out of her daughter, calling her a pussy clot the whole time, and I couldn't stop laughing. You fucking
Island
pussy
vibes,
clot.
man. It's the island vibes. It's crazy.
What do you think they sound like? Fucking. You don't have to do. I'm not
Naked
asking you to do a voice. I'm just saying, like, do you think they say something? Have you ever heard black people fucking like for real fucking?
To do a voice.
Like, have you ever been? Have you ever been in the room with like black people fucking like for real fucking, not like porn fucking? There's a you
No.
like that shit. You like that? Oh, I've been in some weird situations, fellas. All right.
In the military or something?
No, just I party a lot, and cocaine gets you into weird places.
And you like to watch? Huh? It's weird.
I've
no.
definitely fucked in front of people, and people have fucked in front of me.
No, I mean, I don't know. I've had sex with black women, but I mean, I don't know.
They never hit you with that. You like that shit. You like that shit. Really? Never?
No, I feel like it's more of a. I guess I've been hit with that before,
dude.
but like,
the black chick is an aggressive fuck.
I don't know. I mean,
It's
I had, like, white
it's aggressive, bro. It's aggressive, and I love. All right.
I mean, the most I've ever gotten is like I'm always goofy. I like to do bits during it, so like I've gotten a "you stupid" before, but
Really?
Yeah.
That's good though. That's good.
You play
You
too much. I
stupid.
get that a lot.
You
I like it when they say
stupid.
you play too much because I do
You-
play too much. Like
you
people are always
play-
like,
you
"You're
play
racist."
too
I'm like, "No, I
much.
just play too much. I'm not racist. I just play. I'm just playing."
You play too much. You
That's like
stupid.
that's the
You
hardest thing about
stupid.
hanging out with black dudes is like
You
you never know when they're playing or not playing. They're always in a state. It's like Schrodinger's black guy. They're in a state of playing and not playing.
That Schrodinger's cat fucks me up because you meet a few black dudes and they're loud as fuck and it sounds like they want to fight the whole time, but they're just talking. And you're
Yeah,
just like,
it's like a dude's best friend. Like you'll see that in New York all the time. It's like, man, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You know why? Because you my motherfucking boy. Man.
yeah.
I'm gonna beat the piss out of you. I'm gonna pull your butt cheeks apart and fuck you because you're my brother. I'm another mother. I'm gonna cut your face off and wear it and pretend to be you in front of your kids. And I'm gonna build a statue of you in your honor and I'm gonna erect it and I'm gonna make you a pillar of the community because you're my motherfucking boy. It's like, okay.
I swear to God, if you guys listening to this are not going to watch the YouTube of this, you're missing the fuck out.
All right. Pillage.
The party
Everybody stole it. Oh, did you finish the party story? I lost track.
The party
Goddamn, my
story,
bad. Yeah.
It ends with me waking up and like my parents had called the cops because apparently I called them in like true Stevie
As
fashion.
you're driving
It was, like,
around.
as I was driving around, I have no memory of calling them. And like, they have a voicemail from me being like, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
Oh no.
So I wake up and it's like two cops at my door and they're like, hey, are you okay? And it's just like, that was the most insane. That was the most, I stopped getting
Holy
that
fuck.
drunk after that. Cause that was like a moment where I was like, I can never do this again. Cause I love my mom. I've continued to keep living because I know it would just ruin my mom.
her.
And she
Ruin
would
her.
also be very annoying about it on Facebook.
Were you
once a
ever
year.
like at a suicidal point?
all the time?
Really? Really?
Yeah.
How would you do it?
I mean,
How would you do it?
buddy?
Oh, this is fun to me.
This is a
He's
bit I
already
do on
thought about it
stage.
so deep.
I would go to Times Square and I would jump off the highest building I could, and I would just go like that.
A spectacle.
Spider-Man.
A spectacle.
Just so the last 5 seconds of my life is like an Italian guy being like, "Oh my God, he's Spider-Man."
See, I respect the fact that you make a spectacle of it. People that do it in their house are lame.
They
Make
want the
everybody
attention.
suffer. Make everybody
Pay
suffer.
attention.
Yeah, I would definitely do it. I've told 1,000 times, as I've had these thoughts. I've told everybody 1,000 times how I do it, but man, it is going to be a spectacle and people are going to be questioning, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, if I was competent, I would do it by like just trying to kill like somebody that works high up at Chevron or something.
No, because that affects my
Somebody
job.
evil that
Wolfgang,
destroys
that
the
expects that affects my job. How about you don't fuck with the oil field? Appreciate it. I live in
Sorry,
Houston.
man. Yeah, a lot of guys like me have been fucked over for oil money.
You're not Middle Eastern. Come on,
No, but I
man.
look at like I remember in 12th grade we were watching American Sniper in class.
Why? Why were you watching that in class?
Because my teacher ruled. He was cool, but I was like, I was
He
the only
was the
person that
pedophile that was in the army.
No, this was a different guy. That was my 5th grade teacher that was the pedophile. This guy was like a cool guy. This
Yeah,
12th grade
he
guy,
was the fifth grade teacher was getting them when they were good looking still.
Yeah, nice and I was a cute kid.
That was
I
a solid
cute
joke.
kid.
Fuck off.
It's kind of.
I
it kind
was
of
a
hurts
cute
that-
kid.
Yeah, you had the little spinner thing on your hat. It was fucking sexy.
No, I'm
Yeah.
no, I didn't have a
You have
hat. I just
that.
looked
You have
cute.
that nice. You have that nice ass.
Oh, he left.
Okay. Whoops.
If he really leaves because of that, I'll be upset.
No way.
Come
that
on.
Wasn't that good. That wasn't good of. That was
No, but I don't. That wasn't even that offensive. I heard a bibbing. I think his
I
phone
was about to
died.
say, something happened with this.
I think his shit died. He'll come back. That was funny. Fuck, man, this has been a good show. We got to hit the fucking pillage code. We're running late on time.
It'll be all right.
There he is. He's coming back. He's coming back.
Laptop died.
We heard it. We heard a noise and fucking. Hey, turn your phone sideways. Yeah, we heard a noise and fucking. It shut down.
There was too much real talk going on, so they launched a drone strike on my house.
I said spinner hat, and you shut off, and I went, "Oh no!" That was the line.
Yeah, I think. Well, it took time for the plane to get here. I am in DC right now, so it's only like a minute to get to the house. But I did say Chevron, and then they just.
Wait, what are you doing in DC?
Send a drone his way. Oh, I'm doing spots in DC, and my aunt and uncle live. I'm just staying with them. I'm doing like Don't Tell and a couple other shows down here.
Hell yeah, okay. DC's got a good scene.
Man, look at the basement down there, dude. That's a drywalled ceiling with recessed lighting. That's top notch.
The idea of a basement blows my mind in Houston. We don't have those here.
I mean, yeah, they have great taste. They have like a lovely home. It makes me feel so special. I have a good time here.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, the pillage is
the pillage, dude. The pillage is everybody's stolen something, dude. Whether it's chapstick from your mom's purse or goddamn, you robbed a bank. What's something that you can say that you've stolen that won't get you in trouble today? And for the record, we've had a couple people that we had to cut it out because it was too bad and they had to re-record, before the episode went live. So spill your guts.
Okay. Yeah. I have like two very quick stealing stories. One, I didn't steal, but I did get I quit this restaurant one time and they were they were assholes to me like the whole time in my 2 weeks. I put in 2 weeks with due notice. Even when I worked there, I would do more work than everybody else. I was the only guy that knew how to mix drinks. I would, always be pretty straightforward. If something bad happened, I would take a problem to them. And it made me learn that you can't be honest in restaurants. You have to figure it out on your own and just not bring it up.
Really?
But they were an asshole to me. So I went into their POS system and I lowered the price of everything by 50 cents.
That's dope.
And they ended up going out of business. I don't know if I caused that, but they definitely probably lost them.
Oh, shit.
That wins.
That's
I think that wins. Is that top story?
That's pretty.
You shut down a business
right there.
I know you say you don't know, but come on now. Come on now.
But how long did that last?
They had to have already been going out of business because within a month of me leaving, they closed their doors. So I don't think it was directly related to me. It was poorly ran. I mean, but
that's hilarious.
And then I also stole money from Mr. Beast one time.
What?
Yeah, I used to work for Mr. Beast, freelance, doing comedy writing and stuff.
Motherfucker, why didn't you lead off with this an hour and a half ago? That's hilarious.
Because I'm not allowed to say a lot of my time. I'm not even supposed to say I work there. I signed an NDA, but
dude, I was working with Sean Malia was on the podcast a while back. You know him?
Yeah, he's a buddy of mine. He was the guy that got called Bowie at Skankfest because he won all the boxing matches.
Exactly. But he works for fucking, what's his name?
Gary Vee.
Yeah, Gary Vee. Yeah. So you know how I asked you at the beginning of the show, is there anything off limits? Don't talk about my boss. And I'm like, who the fuck's your boss? And he told me, I was like, I didn't even know that shit. He's like, okay, a lot of people talk to me just to talk to my boss. I'm like, I didn't even fucking know, dog.
Yeah.
He's a funny motherfucker too. Yeah, you need to get on his videos, dude. He's blowing the fuck up.
Yeah, I did a show for his company because Sean got me on it. It was and I just made fun of that everybody. I just made fun of his boss so hard.
Why wouldn't you? Hey, quit your job and sell mugs from garage sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is about the grind.
Yeah,
you have to really want it.
You gotta grind
all of your bodies when you die into an NFT and sell it.
Yeah,
or sell it to China.
Quit your job, hustle, grind, sell garage sale merch. All right.
Sell your grandmother's organs on Etsy.
Yeah.
Sell your Meemaw's liver.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just he's if Tim Dillon was a twink. That is Gary Vee's vibe. He's very
dude, that is the best connection. Yeah, you're right there, dude. If Tim Dillon was a twink, 100%. Yes. Tim Dillon's top 5 for me as well. So yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's evil in real life too, unfortunately. But
don't tell me that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. No, I will say whenever I met him in LA, I shook his hand and said, "Hey, dude, great job." He went and just walked off. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna ignore that.
Hey, he has finance guy brain. He's just one of the few guys that has that kind of brain and is hilarious. But he does have he has Hitler level charisma.
Yeah.
Where he's just like he'll get like a whole theater of people just riled up. Like his people love him. He is just like,
I don't think he fully believes the shit he's saying, which makes me laugh.
no, I don't know. I've had people that like I think he's like irony poison. Like I think he says it because he knows it's funny. But like if you don't like yes man him on it, like I'm told he like gets like really pissed off if you don't kind of gas up the jokes.
Really? Okay.
Like I knew somebody that like is like my friend opened for him, and he's like kind of like a communist. So he would just like anytime he would say any like outrageous take, he'd be like, I don't know about that. He'd be like, what are you talking about? Of course, like they should. Of course, they should enforce the draft, but only on trans people. Of course, that's we're illegal in that community. They have the most amount of testosterone. They get free testosterone from Obamacare.
To me, that makes me laugh, though. Like I don't know. I don't believe he's as right wing as he says he is.
No, he's definitely like a grifter, but he is like I do think he is like doesn't have empathy for like the poor and the needy and things like that.
I might be guilty of that as well. But all right, anywho,
okay, man.
I might be guilty of that as well because I'm from the South, and those bootstraps are a thing.
They gotta pull. They're not gonna pull themselves. Dude.
Yeah. But hey, dude, fucking all right. So, what was the second story? Did you say the second one? You haven't.
Yeah, I stole money from Mr. Beast unintentionally.
Oh yeah. So how'd you do it?
They wrote me a check for like just $75. They would underpay writers so much. Like you think they're fucking over the Writers Guild? Like people,
really?
You would get paid peanuts for what they pull in. They would make like their budget for a video would be enough. Like it would be $200,000 for a video when I worked there. That was like the rough budget.
He's the richest guy on YouTube. You think he'd pay out?
He just doesn't. He doesn't pay out. Like I made good money for being that age. I was like 19, and
you don't have to throw numbers out there. And I get an NDA and shit, but yeah,
30. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already violating it, but it's like 35. Like it was like I'm not gonna throw out numbers, but it was just like it was not a lot of money, but it was enough for at the age I was at that I bleep if you want.
It was probably fucking awesome, right?
It felt because it didn't feel like real work. I'd worked in restaurants before then, and like this was the only thing I've ever done that my cousins like knew. Like it's like, oh yeah, we love Mr. Beast. So I was like, it felt cool. But they wrote me a check for $75.
But did that kind of validate like, hey, I am a good writer? Did that validate it? Like, oh, the number one guy on YouTube wants my fucking shit.
No, because he only paid him $75 fucking dollars.
But the number one guy wanted his
for babies. Like it wasn't like anything like that I'd be proud of. It was just like slop for like little piggies,
Really?
So it wasn't like anything. It wasn't like anything that like I'm proud of. But like it paid money. It was money paid for doing comedy, and
no, that's making a dude at 19. That's dope, dude.
But it ruined real jobs for me because then I had to go back to the real world.
Oh, okay.
And then I just like it just gave me a chip on my shoulder. But this was good because like they wrote it for $75. It cashed to $7,500, and it never got noticed. It just never got noticed.
No shit.
So I made like a 10,000% on what I made.
That's
actually.
Do you think they did that on purpose or no?
No, it's just I think he wrote the check himself because it had like a child's handwriting. So it just cashed like for the wrong amount.
That's hilarious. That dude strikes me as I'm lucky I'm here. I'm just going to do the best that I can with what I can. Is he like a strong business mind in your head or?
He's like, it's hard to tell.
Or did he hire strong business minds?
I think people that like are successful, I think it's like there's a level to it that is like practice success, and they know they have a strategy to getting where they want to be. But there's also part of it where it's just like they won, like they're winners.
Yeah.
So any dumb, stupid, like habitual patterns or like weird, ceremonies they would do in their life has validated. It's like, yeah, I am a billionaire because I took an ice bath every morning.
Yeah,
You just happen to do that.
I have the same thoughts about Mr. Beast as I do Elon, where they're autistic and I have a pattern that this is what I'm going to fucking do, every day. And Mr. Beast looks like an autistic fucking dude that just like, he doesn't seem like he'd be particularly fun to like hang out with.
No, I mean he was bolstered up by all of his boys that were like country boys. Obviously that's changed a little bit now as of recently.
Yeah.
Which is like that was strange because it's just like I never got I mean I've been around people of all walks of life and like especially now in New York more than ever I've like been around like like trans people, but I never got that vibe. He was pretty like racist and homophobic when I knew him. So
nice. Shout out to Mr. B. Hell yeah! Well, I mean, that's.
I mean, they were all still like relatively nice people, but he never had a lot of personality. Like he was always bolstered up by his like friends. But I mean, he's still like he takes care of his people, like his people that he cares about. I was never friends with him or that close. I interacted with him maybe like 3 or 4 times. And it's just like, it's like, not everybody knows the CEO of their company, but it's just all of those people there are like most of those guys should have been working at 7-Eleven that he's friends with. And like he himself, it's like I think he would have always been successful because he does have like
he has that brain for it. Like he
has that brain for it.
He probably doesn't shut off well, right?
I just don't think making that much money at that young of an age is good for your development as a person.
That's what I was thinking. Like he's so young that he's made that much money that he thinks that he is just like a fucking god and that he can just like treat people any way that he wants to treat people.
Yeah, like one time he took a script and like read it, that like our head writer gave him, and he was like, "This is AIDS," and then he like dropped it on the like he didn't even he had like a very like lame fucking dork put down.
Like stop, like dude, you're so young. Like, how about listen to people who have been in this business, or listen to some type of people who have some experience with life. How about that? Just life, because what has he even done? Honestly, what is Mr. Beast?
I mean, he got to start doing a video that it was like him watching Logan Paul videos for 14 hours. That was his first viral video, and from there he learned how to like title things and make like videos. Like he is like the template. He is the first guy to do all of that.
He figured the shit out.
Brought it into comedy. He figured it out. He was the first person to really figure it out.
I know. I'm going to repeat the same joke. I'd go down on my mother to have Mr. Beast's fucking payroll and his job. Because now, at current point, I don't want to have to build the fucking empire. But now he has people building the empire for him, right?
Well, yeah, that's what success is. You delegate all the responsibility.
So I want that point. I want to delegate. I'm really good at delegating, and I can follow up. I get that point.
But that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants the success. Nobody wants to like work for it.
To work for the
I'm just man enough to
people have.
I'm just man enough to admit that I don't want to do all that other shit. I'm building my own empire with the podcast.
I wish I had Shane Gillis's fucking career, but like, yeah, it's just what I've learned is there's no shortcuts. Some people hit green lights, but the people that hit all the green lights early on are the ones that end up stopping eventually. The people that like, it's learning how to run red lights because you're gonna hit.
Hold
red
on,
lights.
did you just make that up just now? Did you just make that up just now?
Unfortunately, yeah, dude.
Okay,
don't ever quote me on that because I feel
no. That's a great fucking quote, dude. I'm writing it down. I'm not going to steal it from you. You will get credit, and I might even make like an inspirational post for it in a little bit. But dude, I'm going to have your little dash, Wolfgang. That's fucking.
No, dude. White women are going to put that in their fucking office cubicles. Don't do that.
It's your name is everywhere, fuckhead.
It's like the you miss 100% of the shots that you don't
exactly.
take. Exactly.
Everybody
and
fucking
Michael Scott.
Yeah, exactly. So what'd you say? Everybody that hits a green light. What'd you say?
I don't even want to say it again. That was the light skin part of my brain.
Oh, dude, hold on. Let your white privilege. Let your white privilege go through.
I'm an idiot. I'm a stupid idiot.
You know what, dude? That fucking hit me as an entrepreneur. That was a good one, dude. God damn it! I got the recording. All right, you're getting motivational posters. You're getting motivational posters tomorrow, Wolfgang. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Give me a cut.
There's no cut. I'm giving you all the credit. It's gonna have your name on it.
But like, I don't know. It's just, like success is just it. You always want the shortcut, but it really is like, you just got to really suffer through it. You have to have like that Siddharthic level of trial and tribulation to get where you want to go.
Do you truly think you appreciate it more? Do you think Elon appreciates it more that he sold what was it? The fuck it, PayPal. PayPal was his big money maker, right? He sold PayPal, and then now he's into all the crazy shit that he's ever wanted to do. You think he truly appreciates that now? Or you think he's a narcissist?
I mean, everybody that is to be that successful, it does require some amount of narcissism. So that's a given. I think it's whether you're malignant or not. Like with comedians, every comedian's a little bit narcissistic.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean,
but you can't be a true narcissist and do stand up, because a true narcissist can't take other people in. And to be able to like be somebody that writes jokes about life or do good crowd work, you have to be able to like put other people first. Like I study Meisner acting too. And like the basis of that acting is the other motherfucker is always the most important person in the room. You're reacting off of people. You're not like self-generating or projecting, because that's not truthful. Like to do good comedy or do good acting, you have to react off of other people.
Yes, and
take the world around.
yes, and all that shit, right? That's the improv part of it.
Yes, and is improv, but it's sort of the same vein. Yeah,
it does play into comedy to me. You know, yeah,
it does.
I'm not an improv guy. I know that there's a weird like vibe with everybody, but yes, and does play into it, dude. I can tell by your body language and your cool shirt that you are over this. Fucking. Will you?
No.
Okay. I don't want to hold you too long, man. I know it's late on your end of the fucking globe, so
it's only an hour. You're good. I mean, those are my stories of that are in theme with the podcast. But I mean,
well, dude, here's the deal. I'm saying this like because if you tell me we can go longer, this would be a terrible night. So you got to tell me when you're fucking ready to shut it down. I tell everybody 90 minutes, you know. But
yeah, I mean, we're at what are we at, like 206?
Yeah, we're long right now. Yeah,
we're running long. Hey, we can wrap it up. Do you like? I can wrap it up on like a quick story or something if you want. I have this Mr. Beast related story.
The Mr. Beast shit is super interesting to me, but I don't want you to get in trouble, dog. You know.
I mean, I wasn't working here when this happened. I just heard it through the grapevine through people I used to work with. So I have no legal culpability because I didn't sign anything for this story.
Okay.
I don't want to say names to get the people in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. Don't put your coworkers in jeopardy. Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast. I don't even know that motherfucker's real name. I know I got his goddamn hamburger when he came to town.
His name is Jimmy. His real name is Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy the queer. I knew him from high school. Fucking.
Come on, it's their month, dude. You got to chill with that, dog.
sorry.
Go off like that.
Sorry. I forget what month it is.
I can tell. Are you your own boss?
Me in life?
Yeah. You work in oil, but like, do you like own an oil?
No. But truth be told, my mom did not shit me out and name me Burley. So I'm pretty well, fucking.
He's actually fucking loaded. Yes.
Yeah, I do okay, but
that's pretty good.
I do okay.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you got fucking cool guitars. I was just saying, like, so Burley's not your real name. So people that you work with.
Sorry.
Yeah, I keep that shit pride. That's cool. That's work life. This is real life. Yeah. For me, and
so do people at work just like ask, like, "Say, what are you doing this weekend?" You're like, just sitting around.
There's a reason that I cut out of meetings at 4:30 so I can get the fuck home by 7:00. You know what I mean? Houston traffic is just as bad as New York easily, except y'all get to take Ubers. Fucking.
But all the Ubers are insane people. They're like insane guys.
Okay. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, this is how we'll wrap it up. This is perfect. Okay. I'm chatty as fuck in an Uber. Are you chatty as fuck in an Uber?
If I'm drunk, yeah. If I'm sober, no. Well,
you're talking to the guy. All right. So, what's the weirdest conversation you've ever had with somebody in an Uber, either them or you, and you just went along with it, or they went along with it, vice versa,
There was like a guy where like, I don't remember the specifics of the conversation, but in the same like breath of like talking, he was convincing me that the vaccines make people gay. And then he was he was also like, he was a Dominican guy. He's like also being like, yeah, and you can say the N word if you want, man, because like he's like, it's just the word I say it, and it's like I'm not even black, and I'm just like he is black. Like
yeah, you're literally by history half black. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's probably the craziest.
That's the craziest one.
The real crazy story I wanted to tell you wasn't even an Uber one. It was like a Mr. Beast related one. And
let's hit that. Yeah.
But this one is crazy because it's like he used to test video ideas out on writers sometimes before they did it. And they did this one video with a writer where they like they paid a private prison to use their isolation chamber or something like that.
He has that kind of money.
Yeah, and they tested on a writer first, and they tried to get him to stay there for 30 days, and like they would take things away from him each day. And the last day, they're like, yeah, you can win extra money by like doing a marathon on a treadmill, and each mile you run is like $1,000 extra or something like that. And he like bled and ran like a full marathon, like bled from his feet, and then just had like a mental breakdown and had to go to like a psych ward for 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
And then they just gave him like hush money that was less than what they would have paid him if he completed the challenge. And they still made him pay all the taxes on the money they gave him.
How is none of this hitting the news?
Because he signed an NDA. He can't talk about it. And I didn't hear this from him. I heard it from...
it got around, yeah. This isn't news. Around. This isn't your news. You didn't witness it.
No. He'll deny it when I talked to him about it. But like, we were moving to New York around the same time, and he just like fell off the face of the earth for like a month, and then he popped up in New York like a couple months later. So like it fully happened. It did happen. I've had it like corroborated by people that weren't him that didn't sign anything. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, like, I don't think Mr. Beast is an evil guy. I just don't think he is good or bad. I think I think he has like a scientific fascination with what makes people tick and what will get people to respond. He looks at things like in bigger picture with like numbers. He doesn't look at people as individuals.
He's a businessman. He's a businessman.
But he's like he's just like a morally bankrupt businessman because he's willing to do whatever it takes to be the best. He wants to be a winner, because he's a winner, and it's about being a winner for him.
A businessman, yeah, it's all competition at this point. I mean, what? I don't know much about that man. I need to look into it. Of like what got him started. I know you said the Jake Paul thing, and that's how he learned like how to like title things and all that bullshit. I know that there's a whole business just behind that. Like, I watched a whole video on like how to put cover shit on your fucking videos. There's art. There's an art to that, dude. It's crazy, Oh
yeah, I edit my own stand-up clips, and it's just like it's so hard to like edit them like well, and I don't even really put them out anymore because like after I did that Dominican joke that I have on my page, if you ever go to my Instagram Wolfgang_Hunter, you can find it. It's like pinned. But that joke got reported a lot for like hate speech. And with their algorithms, like you can report things for nudity, pornography. That never really gets flagged and taken down as much because they're more concerned with like another Capitol riot thing.
Yeah.
So hate speech, they take that very seriously. And like my account was like locked the fuck down for like for weeks. I had like nobody could search my name and find me. Like YouTube? Videos, like the visibility. This was on Instagram. And,
on Instagram, I'm shadow banned every 6 months. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I lost the ability to collaborate. TikTok is the same way too now. I just don't have any I don't get like any views on anything anymore. I used to have like a series I did that was like real life Family Guy cutaways. They used to do pretty well on TikTok. But just that stopped working, and then I started going back to regular sketch form and regular stand-up clips, and those don't work anymore either. I haven't really had anything do super well.
As a 25-year-old dude, like I've got 12 years on you, right? JD's got I think 8 years on you, if I did my math correctly. Like this is sort of, kind of, maybe a little bit the tail end of your generation. Do you think they're soft that they're fucking reporting fucking everything, or is it just how you're living now?
I think like some people are soft. People that grow up soft are soft. People that grow up hard are hard. It's like, it really just depends on what your upbringing, your circumstances are, and where you end up. The kinds of people you hang out with during your formative years.
But do you think it sounds like there's more soft people than there are people that are like willing to press the envelope. In the 90s, dude, everything we just said tonight would be like soft. You know,
I think soft people are more loud, like it's people that go to college are the soft ones, but like the working class people are still the working class people. They did a thing, like some viral video, I don't mind. I believe everybody, like, I'm not obstinate. Like if you want to be identified by something, I'll just do it. It's way less effort than trying to like make a point about anything.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I try to let everybody fucking live their lives. I don't like telling me what to do, so I don't tell people what to do. So I don't really like support this video, but there was a guy, and it was very funny. Objectively, this video was funny. He went to Columbia University, asked a bunch of white people, "Can women get pregnant?" And they're like, "Oh, or can men get pregnant?" And they're like, "Yes, of course. If somebody identifies as a man and they have the facilities to carry a child, of course they can be pregnant." And then he went to Harlem and just started interviewing like black people that have grown up in like the projects and stuff. And they're like, "Hell no, motherfucker! Are you fucking stupid? Are you retarded?" And just like starts grilling him for even asking the question. It's just like.
I don't know if you know Zach Amico, but my favorite
I know of him.
Okay, my favorite quote from him that I've ever heard on a podcast. He goes, "Yeah," because he's bisexual, right? And
He's bisexual. He does bi guys with Ian.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's on that show a lot, yeah, but yeah, I don't think he's on there anymore, is he? Is that still a thing?
No, it's still a thing. I thought they did it together. Oh, Ian. I mean,
Ian Finance does another show with that other chick, yeah.
Yeah, Jordan's fucking very funny.
She's funny as fuck.
I don't know her personally. I've met her a couple times and came off very bad, probably to her. I don't know how to talk to her.
No, she's funny as fuck. Yeah, I don't know if I would know how to read her either. She seems like an odd duck. But one of Zach's the quote that he said that made me laugh so much. He's like, "Yeah, if you ask somebody in Harlem, like a black person in Harlem about gay things, they're going to be like, yeah, I don't play that gay shit." And that really is like a black thing to say. Like, yeah, we don't do that gay shit,
Well, yeah, Usama Siddiqui, he's this Bengali comic. He has a joke where he's like, they haven't even like black and like old Indian guys. They're still the same kind of like homophobic. They haven't even gotten to like trans people yet. They still think that's like a type of gay.
I haven't even thought about that yet. Like, is there like trans people in India?
There's hermaphrodites. There's like people that are born with both genitalia, just because of like there's a lot of genetic.
Yeah, I know that same thing with the Jews. There's a lot of Jewish inbreeding, right? But
yeah,
but is there like trans people in India, or is that just a no?
There's probably like a smaller margin. It's not like as widely accepted, and like I think they just like decriminalize being gay in some parts. It really depends on the province.
Okay.
So like my family's from Gujarat, and that's like one of the most religious parts of India for Hinduism. Like it's a dry state, and there's no alcohol. If you kill a cow there, you will like go to jail, or they'll kill you. Like there's like it's very like still behind the times. Like Modi, the prime minister there, I don't know if he's still the prime minister, but he was like a very controversial figure because he like, was like, we should fucking kill Pakistani people.
Yeah,
so
he's the guy that said I would strap myself to a missile and bomb Pakistani. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and the other guy said the same shit.
Hard. Like
that's hardcore. Yeah. How would you not want to back that guy? Like our leader is willing to do that shit. Let's go. I would be in line. Fuck yeah. They would trick me easy, dude, for sure.
You'd finally be in line to vote?
No, I wouldn't vote. I'd just be like, let's kill some Pakistanis. But I heard you say on another podcast. I did my research, dog. Heard you say on another podcast they think that you're like another religion because you have like a white person's name.
Yeah, I mean, like Indian people.
Yeah. They're like a lot of people think you're a certain type of Indian because you have like a white first name, but it's not like an Indian last name.
Yeah, I think it's called Malu. Malu are these people in the south. Yeah. There are two light skinned to be Malu, but Malu people, it'll be like a fucking Indian guy named like George Matthew. But it's just like, they got converted to Catholicism down there.
Okay. But, well, there's a lot of like Asian people that I meet at work in the oil field. Yeah, they're like, my name's Kevin, but they don't speak any English. I'm like, come on, bro.
Oh, that's a common practice in East Asia. Like, you have like your.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah. But, it'll be like, my name's like Kevin. It's like his real name's like Shang-Chi or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. brother.
Yeah, I mean that's just a business. Like when I knew American people that did business in Hong Kong, and like it's cultural there, so like they'll have their Chinese name in Hong Kong. But like, it's just Chinese is a difficult language to like speak if you're white, because if you don't know Chinese, it does just look like you're being racist.
Yeah, because they have a million ways to say everything, but we also have a million ways to say things here, right? So
their word for is also like kind of sounds like the N word.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Like I've heard them screaming at LeBron in a bus. Nika, 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 Nika. I've heard it. Yeah, it's wild.
Gotcha.
No, I can't. No. I was speaking Chinese, dude. I was speaking Chinese. Chinese.
You were going Yeah. They gotta be confused at rap concerts. They gotta be like, man, he doesn't even know the words.
That's my all-time favorite. We've talked about it on the show before. I can't bring it up now, but dude, let's wrap this shit up. Fuck it, it's late. I know for you. Thank you for being on the goddamn show. JD's back. Fucking, this has been a goddamn bust. I hope that we could have you back on soon, bro.
Dude,
I won't say the N-word so much at the end.
No, dude, you're just being Chinese. Next week we'll talk about the French African nation of Niger.
Bro, I had so many things to talk about. Michael J. Fox fell over on stage. Joe Exotic running for president. Fuck it, I had so many tabs open ready to talk about, and we had so much good conversation. Those stories weren't even needed. So that means you fucking killed it, brother. Thank you so much. Man.
Yeah, it was fun. I appreciate you guys for having me on, and let me know if you ever want me to do it in the future.
No worries.
Dude. Yeah. It was a blast. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Check your DM after this. I want to send you something, all right?
All right, thanks, brother.
All right, dude. Have a good one.
Later. Bye, JD. Bye, Burley.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Dude.